Getting you ready for game time. Join me, Sal from Behind the Arc Basketball, as I announce play-by-play. Make sure to smash the like and subscribe, because now we're about to go live. Entering the pregame, we now present Sal from Behind the Arc Basketball. And what's good, everyone? Welcome in. Happy Saturday night, everybody. We get a good matchup in store tonight in the NBA. The Boston Celtics back on their home floor. Winners of 3 straight games in a row, playing on a back-to-back tonight, taking on the Memphis Grizzlies. Memphis out to a great start this season, a record of 15-8. They're tied for second place currently in the Western Conference. They're coming off a win against Sacramento on Thursday, 115-110. Boston, 7 straight victories in their home floor, number 2 in the NBA, behind the Cleveland Cavaliers at 19-4 overall. They're 10-2 on their home floor. They've won 7 straight games on their home court as well. This is a good measuring stick as a test tonight for the Celtics. Playing in the back-to-back, Kristaps Porzingis, he is back tonight in the lineup. Missed yesterday against the Bucks. Now was a resilient win last night against Milwaukee on Jason Tatum's son's birthday. Yesterday, Deuce Tatum turned 7 yesterday. The Celtics were down the fourth quarter, and then they were able to come back. Final couple minutes left to go and come from behind and pick up the win. Jrue Holiday, some big-time game-winning plays yesterday. A couple big shots late, 20.6 assists he had with 4 made threes. Jason Tatum went off in the fourth quarter. He had 34 points on efficiency, 12 for 20 shooting. Jaylen Brown, big night as well, coming off 25 in the last game. If you guys are new to the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit that like, hit that subscribe, ring the notification bell as well, as we'll be tipping off very, very soon tonight. Celtics looking to put another W in the column tonight in this game, though. Do not sleep on the Grizzlies. Memphis on a roll recently, and they are 7-1 in their previous 8 games. They're 8-3 against teams from the East. They have the most victories out of any team in the Western Conference against Eastern Conference teams so far this season. And for the Grizzlies, they also get that 1 day of rest yesterday where the Celtics are coming off the back-to-back as well on their home floor. So tonight a very, very sneaky matchup here for the Celtics. They've been absolutely dominant against Memphis. The Celtics have won 6 straight games in a row against the Grizzlies. They're 16-1 in their last 17 games. And the last time that the Celtics lost a home game against Memphis, you have to go back all the way to 11 years ago, November 27, 2013, where the starting 5 was Jeff Green, Jared Sullinger, Avery Bradley, Brandon Bass, and Jordan Crawford. That was my senior year of high school. I was 18 at that time. Now I'm 29. So 11 years ago, the last win by the Grizzlies at the TD Garden against the Celtics back in 2013. It's been that long. Celtics have won 10 straight home games against the Grizzlies going into tonight's matchup here. Daniel, Bobby in the stream, Jeffrey, welcome back in, man. Yeah, a lot of great college football games going on as well. Conference championships taking place, and there were some excellent college hoops games this afternoon, too. Yeah, that's a crushing loss for PC there, losing against their in-state rival, URI. I caught, like, the final minutes of that game. That was insane. URI hit a clutch three to be the dagger for that game, and URI is looking really good, 9-0, off to their best start in 77 years. And right after URI picked up the upset, I texted one of my good co-workers that we talk a lot of hoops together, and I told him URI looks like a March Madness team, and really special season for them. One of, I believe, 7 undefeated teams right now. There's single digits for teams that's undefeated right now in college hoops, and they're one of those teams. And out to just a really special season for them this year. Who's not out to a special season is the Washington Wizards, but another team that's not looking so hot. I streamed them a couple nights ago, the Denver Nuggets, and that was very concerning when they lost against Cleveland. That was on Thursday night. It's right now Washington who has a 10-point lead against Denver, 59-49. This is a major concern for the Nuggets right now, that they're down by 10 points on the road against the team that's 2-18 with Washington this season. Thunder taking care of business against the Pelicans, 69-40. Pistons up early against the Knicks, 24-14. The Mavs are crushing the Raptors. I actually misread that. It's an 8-point game there. I thought it was 31-13. It's 31-23. The Mavs are leading the Raptors right now. A-Tap, what's good? Welcome in. Thanks for joining in. Getting ready to tip off this matchup in a couple minutes from now. Al Horford, he is out tonight for this game, not playing in the back-to-back for Al Horford. Everybody else available tonight for this matchup, though, for the Celtics, as they have the starting lineup: Drew Holiday, Derek White, Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, Kristaps Porzingis back inside the starting 5 after getting rest yesterday, not playing in game number 1 on the back-to-back. Memphis going with their starters tonight: John Morant, Desmond Bane, Jalen Wills, Jaren Jackson Jr., and Brandon Clark. 3 players out for Memphis: G.G. Jackson, Luke Kennard, and Zach Edey, all listed out tonight for the Grizzlies. This is a really good test for the Celtics tonight here. This Memphis team is rolling. They're 7-1 in their last 8 games, and sneaky matchup coming off a back-to-back yesterday where they played against a really physical Milwaukee Bucks team in a game that the Celtics were taken out from their own style of game. They were run off the 3-point line. They were missing a ton of threes yesterday, and they still won the game, shooting around 32% from 3-point range. So that says a lot about the Celtics team, how they were able to come back and win the game. Just a resiliency win for them, as it was basically like a roller coaster of a game, back and forth, back and forth. Looked like Milwaukee was going to take it. Milwaukee was up 99-95 with like 3.5 minutes left, and then the Celtics closed out on a massive run and won last night, 111-105. Mikey, welcome back in, man. This should be a fun one tonight. Ron, glad to have you back on the stream here, bud. Number 2 ranked college football team, Texas. Wow, they lost against Georgia. Yeah, I saw that game was in overtime. So thanks for the update there, Jeffrey. So it looks like it's just gone to final. Texas and Georgia. Georgia picks up the overtime win, 22-19, the final score. And Arizona State, they were picked dead last in the conference poll in the Big 12, and they crushed Iowa State in the Big 12 championship game today, 45-19. Out in the MAC, Ohio beat Miami of Ohio 38-3. And then last night there were 3 conference championship games. Boise State winning against UNLV 21-7. Boise State ranked at number 10 in the country. They should be in the college football playoffs for Boise. Yeah, so okay, so they grabbed the college football playoff spot with a conference win for them. So yeah, congratulations to Boise State. That's huge. I'm interested to see where they're going to be ranked for Boise State, because they're 12-1, and their only loss was against number 1 Oregon for them. They lost by a field goal against Oregon in week 2 at Oregon, and then all the other games they won for Boise State. So it's interesting to see where they're going to be put. They beat UNLV twice, which UNLV was ranked at number 20 in the latest poll. But yeah, that'll be interesting to see where they get placed for their seeding for the college football playoff. Army beat Tulane last night over the American Championship 35-14. Jacksonville State crushed Western Kentucky 52-12 in the Conference USA Championship last night. Anastasia, welcome in. Thanks for joining in. And more conference championship games going on at the same time as this for college football. Oregon and Penn State, they're going to kick off any minute, same as Clemson against SMU. So the ACC championship and the Big Ten taking place basically at the same time as this game when it tips off. And Marshall and Louisiana already started in the Sun Belt Championship. So yeah, this is a huge packed sports weekend. A lot of great games for college hoops today. And also college football, the conference championships. And then I think it's next week's the Army-Navy game that they play exclusively on the next Saturday. And then after that, the bowl games start during the next week. Around 2 weeks from now, they finally have bowl games. What's good, Seagull? Welcome back in here, man. Celtics rolling lately. It's a really good matchup tonight for Boston. Memphis is tied for second in the Western Conference. Kind of a similar case for Memphis compared to Milwaukee is that the Grizzlies have also struggled against signature opponents. They've done well against teams from the East. They're 8-3 against Eastern Conference teams. And they actually have the most wins out of any team that's in the Western Conference against an Eastern Conference team. Though they've played 11 matchups already. Teams like the Thunder are a perfect 4-0 against teams from the East. So they just haven't played the Eastern Conference teams in their schedule, whereas the Grizzlies have already played 11 games out of 22. They played half the schedule against Eastern Conference teams so far this year for Memphis. But yeah, they're crushing it in the last 8. They're 7-1. They are struggling, though, against solid opponents. They're only 4-5 against teams that's 500 or greater, whereas they're 11-3 against teams below 500. And Marcus Smart tonight in his return back to Boston. He didn't play last year in the return game. He sat out in street clothes, but Marcus Smart, he'll be coming off the bench tonight for the Grizzlies. Jeannie, welcome in. Thanks for joining in. Troy, welcome back in here, man. My man, Uncle Pizzle, glad to have you back in the stream. Absolute real MVP for you guys out here as we're going to get tipping off to this game very, very soon. Crusher for your Lakers last night, Uncle Pizzle. That was a tough one there. The Hawks are sneakily good for them. All of a sudden, Atlanta has been racking up a bunch of wins. Yeah, they've been the only team to beat the Cavs twice. They beat the Celtics in the Cup game. This Atlanta Hawks team, they're going to play next week in the NBA Cup quarterfinals, and they're 13-11. They've worked their way up to the number 5 spot right now in the East. They've won 6 straight games in a row. That winning streak for the Hawks is tied for the best winning streak right now with the Mavs, who's also won 6 straight games in a row. And out in the West, it's the Grizzlies, Mavs, and Rockets. All of them are tied for second, right behind OKC, 17-5 for the Thunder at the top of the West. Yeah, when I streamed the game on Sunday, the Celtics against the Cavs, you got a ton of people in the stream. We already got 70 plus right now. If you guys are new to the channel, smash the thumbs up here, hit the like, hit the subscribe, ring the notification bell as well, as we'll be tipping off this game very shortly. Thanks all for your patience. Celtics come into this matchup a 7.5 point favorite on the line, over under at 230. It's now 238.5. So once I took notes about this matchup, I took notes 2 hours ago. They were at 236.5. That point total drove up by 2 points up to 238.5. So the odds makers looking for a lot of points in this game, which Memphis can score a ton this season. They're number 2 in the NBA behind Cleveland, averaging above 121 points per game. This is a real good test tonight for the Celtics. Their issue beginning part of the season, the first month, was paint defense for them, rim protection. It's been much, much better recently, but Memphis comes into this game number 1 in the NBA in 2-point makes, number 1 in the NBA in assists per game, and number 1 in blocks per game. So a really dominant interior team that the Memphis Grizzlies have been this season. They're going to go right at and attack the Celtics in tonight's game. If there's one thing that they do struggle upon, it's been turnovers for them this season. They rank 29th in the NBA, second to last in turnovers. They average around 17 turnovers per game. So look for Boston to see if they can start to force those turnovers. They did exactly that against the Pistons on Wednesday. And they were able to thrive upon 30 points off of turnovers in that game on Wednesday against the Pistons. Ja Morant, Desmond Bane, Jalen Welch, Jaren Jackson Jr., Brandon Clark, the starting five for Memphis. Drew Holiday, Derek White, Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, and Kristaps Porzingis back in the lineup after taking yesterday off on the back-to-back tonight for the Celtics here. Gonna get tipped off in just a moment for this one. If you guys are new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit that like, hit that subscribe. I cover basketball action on the channel, play-by-play, NBA, college hoops. Whenever I have a chance, when I'm around, I cover Celtics streams as the priority, and then other teams when they're on an off night. Yeah, Mr. Tops, hopefully, maybe he'll come out at halftime if he's feeling well. Montana Kid, welcome in. Rye Dog, glad to have you back in the stream, man. Al Horford, the only one out tonight, not playing on the back-to-back. Luke Kennard, Zach Edey, G.G. Jackson, all listed out for the Grizzlies. Celtics home white uniforms tonight, green numbers, green letters, as Porzingis is back in action tonight for Boston. Light blue jerseys, dark blue numbers, dark blue letters for the Memphis Grizzlies tonight. Jason Tatum coming off a huge night yesterday with 34 on 12 for 20 shooting on his son's birthday, looking to see if he can have another big night tonight here as the Grizzlies control the opening tip. Right to left on the floor from Memphis with the opening possession. Number 0, Jalen Wells, outside the jaw, off his fingertips, near side and on the bounds. And that's an issue for the Grizzlies. Turnovers in the first possession, they already turned it over. First possession for the Celtics. I'd say Ja, to see if they can force it from the main ball handler's hands, because he's the one who's going to be primarily the one running the point with the basketball. Also, Jaren Jackson Jr. took it up the floor, got it stripped off to Bane, kick out to the corner, and they're just bobbling it all over the place. Jalen Wells, he's a rookie, so that's another guy that you can likely force a turnover from. Nice step through there by Desmond Bane inside the paint as he snuck his way off the step through and scored for 2. First bucket going to Memphis for Bane. Holiday, wide open 3 straight away, came off the rim shorts. And he had a great night last night. Game-winning plays for Drew Holiday. Unfortunately, his 3 came up well short. Jaren Jackson Jr. backs his way to the elbow, defended by Brown. Hand off to Bane. Bane launches a 3 at the wing. Off the back rim, no good. Offensive rebound goes to Wells. Floats the pass out to the far side corner. Bane dumps it down low. Jackson Jr. turnaround shot inside the key. Rolled around the rim and out. And the Celtics pick up the defensive rebound with Tatum. Holiday at the right corner. Holiday towards his left, moves on top off the Tatum. Tatum dribbles up. Tatum steps into a 3. Top of the key, no good. Skidded off the rim shorts. Couple chances straight away from 3, both by Holiday and Tatum. Unable to get one down so far this one. 10-15 left to go in the first. Bane at the top. Bane off the screen set by Clark. Dribbles up, drives with a left hand. No good. Tipped off the rim. Missed as well by Brandon Clark. Couldn't get the tip, and Celtics in transition with a receiving the pass. Tatum, head full of steam, right to the cup. He scores. Up and off the backboard for 2. Jaylen Brown with a full court outlet pass with assist over to JT for the layup. Jackson moves off to the baseline driver with Clark. High off the glass over Porzingis. Cut it a drop up and off the backboard. 4-2 now for the Grizzlies. First 2 minutes and 15 seconds into action. Brown moves it off to Holiday around the perimeter. Into the hands to Tatum here at the top. Lobs it off the roll down to Holiday. Blocked from behind by Jackson. That's the interior defense that's been a force this season for Memphis as Ja drives right to the rim. Gets swung around by Tatum here and fouled. Ja will shoot 2 coming up at the free throw line. Jaylen Brown, nice full court outlet off the Tatum behind the defense, but the next time around, it was excellent coverage by Jaren Jackson Jr. from behind, blocking Drew Holiday. See, Holiday was able to slip the defense. 2 shots here by Ja. First one's good. What's good, David on the stream? Thanks for joining in. Hope so tonight, man. Ren Jeff, welcome back in. That was one heck of a game last night. Harry, glad to have you back in here. Both of the free throws good by Ja. 6-2 now for the Grizzlies. Celtics with possession. Tatum slides it off to Brown. Brown drive, kick out to the corner. Open three. Drew Holiday, no good. Skipped around the rim and out. Rebound secured here by Ja for Memphis. 0 for 4 from the perimeter to begin for the Celtics. They were called yesterday. Porzingis blocks Ja. Ja got it back in the low block though. Morant underneath rejected. But the bottom part of the backboard as the basketball gets sent over to Tatum. Porzingis altering shots. One block and came up as well with a shot altered. Porzingis wild shot. Tried to force it up. He got stuffed by Brandon Clark at the elbow. Memphis comes out with it again. 2 blocks for each of these teams so far. And an offensive foul committed. Charge to Desmond Bane. Bane runs right over Derek White inside the key. The Celtics will get the basketball back. Physical game to start it off here. Yeah, Porzingis actually credited with the other block. On the initial camera angle, it looked like it got sent off the bottom part of the backboard, but actually Porzingis already 2 blocks that he has had, both in that previous possession to Ja. So Porzingis credited with 2 blocks on that single possession. Celtics down by 4 with the basketball. 0 for 4 from the perimeter. Brown drives, attacks, kick out to the corner. Holiday once again with a 3. That time he rips it through the shoot for the triple. Finally, Drew Holiday knocks down a big time at 3. Marcus Smart, first time on the floor for the former Celtic. Got a standing ovation by the crowd just a moment ago. First time that he is playing in a road uniform in his career at the TD Garden. Missed a jumper by Smart for the mid-range shot. Holiday corner 3 off the mark, no good. Offensive rebound secure by Porzingis. White drives inside, dish out to the left corner. 1 dribble, open 3 again. Holiday, no good off the mark. Drew has had a lot of looks so far this game, has only been able to send down 1-3, 1 for 5 from the perimeter as the Grizzlies have gambled left and wide open. Unfortunately, he has missed 4 threes though as Jaren Jackson Jr. takes it for the layup. 8-5 for Memphis. Celtics yet to lead so far tonight. Brown into out Porzingis, bounce pass, White, corner 3, he's got it! Derek White finding his shot tonight as he rips it down for the triple. 8-8, really good sign. Last night he struggled. This night, do not expect Derek White to be a version of last night. He is going to explode tonight in this game. I would imagine Ja off fake, corner 3, nothing but butter, sinks it down. Fun matchup to begin so far. Ward, what's good? Welcome in, man. Vegas, glad to have you back in the stream. Jungle, Pitbull, welcome back in, brother. Celtics take a quick 3 off the mark, no good. Missed by Porzingis. Morant up the floor off to Clark, and Clark takes it a distance for the layup. Joe Mazzillo burned a timeout. 13-8. Memphis, 5-point advantage with just above 7 minutes left to go in the opening quarter. Celtics have had a look so far, just cannot make their shots. That was a huge 3 though that Derek White made for the quarter. Only 2 for 9 right now from 3-point range to begin this game. 3s each by Holiday and White. Holiday's had so many good looks, but so only gone 1 for 5 shooting the 3 ball so far. Tatum's got 2. Brown's yet to even attempt a shot so far, and he's the tone setter for the team, the guy that just constantly gets to the rim, but Memphis has taken that away. They have crowded the paint, and Jaylen Brown in his dribble drive attack is forced to kick it out to the corner, so Memphis coming up with a genius game plan right now that they're forcing the Celtics to take corner 3s uncontested, and right now they're not sticking down for the Celtics. They're breaking those 3s. 5 points by Ja, 4 points by Clark, 2 each by Jaren Jackson Jr. We got a bunch of people right now watching, 140 plus. If you guys are new to the stream, smash the thumbs up here. Hit that like, hit that subscribe, type in the chat who you guys like to win this one tonight. Celtics or Grizzlies, tons of people pouring in. Hanton, what's good? Welcome in here, bud. Yeah, URI Vegas looks really, really good. They look like a March Madness team this year. That's their biggest win, that they beat Providence today. Their biggest win since the NCAA tournament back in 2017 under head coach Dan Hurley when they beat Creighton in the NCAA tournament. That's huge. Like this season looks like a special season in store for URI. Right now, they're 9-0. They're off to their best start in 77 years. Grizzlies +6 in the glass, 11-5. This was a major issue last night. Bobby Portis had 18 rebounds in yesterday's game. And the Celtics struggling to box out once again. The first month it was paint defense, and now this week it's been boxing outs. Yes, I agree, Harry. North Carolina's been a disappointment for them. Virginia Tech's terrible. They're the worst Power 5 team this season. So, under another Twitter bracketologist, over on JBR Bracketology, he lists the bottom 10 Power 5 schools in the seed list. 7 of those teams out of the 10 are from the ACC. Notre Dame, Virginia, Syracuse, Miami, who's been awful this year. Georgia Tech, Boston College lost to Dartmouth, who hasn't been to the NCAA tournament since the 1950s, and Virginia Tech. Virginia Tech's the worst Power 5 team besides Seton Hall. We get back to action. Missed 3 at the wing. No good by Porzingis. A quick 3 up the floor by Bane, and he drills it. 16-8 now for Memphis. Largest lead of the game. Yes, I think it's time to fire Mike Young there for Virginia Tech. Celtics with possession. Tatum slides it off to Holiday. Holiday just 1 for 5 from 3. Dribbles up inside the key. Towards his right around the perimeter. Holiday jacks up the 3 over Jaren Jackson Jr. No good. Skipped around the rim and out. And a rebound secured by Ja here for the Grizzlies. 6 for 13 from the floor. Celtics just 3 for 14 shooting right now. Backing his way inside the key. Triple J floats up the runner. Got it through. It's good for 2. Nothing working so far for the Celtics. 10-2 points in the paint. They got to get their interior defense going. Left base on Jibble. Up fake. Holiday underneath. Guarded by Jaren Jackson Jr. Got it. And 1 coming up here at the free throw line. Big time bucket by Drew Holiday. Able to have possession right underneath the hoop. Couple up fakes. He had possession right past Triple J. He got fouled from behind by Jackson Jr. And Holiday will shoot the and 1. Got 150 plus watching. If you guys enjoy the stream, smash the thumbs up here, hit the like, hit the subscribe, and thanks all for joining in tonight. 1 free throw by Drew Holiday. It is up and it is no good. Having an off night, making shots so far by Drew. Couldn't make the free throw. 8-point game midway through the opening quarter. Grizzlies with a possession. Ja at the top of the key. Slides it off to his left to Smart. Smart takes it inside the key. Shovel pass over to Clark, and referees roll it, a turnover charge to Marcus Smart there, so it will go back to the Celtics. Got some substitutes coming in right now from Memphis. A good opportunity for the Celtics to cut this deficit now. Santi Aldama and Jay Huff checking to the game on the floor. Peyton Pritchard first time in the court. He's on the floor with Tatum, Holiday, Porzingis, and Hauser, along with Hauser coming off the bench for the first time tonight. Left corner 3, swash! Drew Holiday sizzles the triple. Drew right now leads the team in scoring at the moment for the Celtics, taking a coast-to-coast with a layup for Ja Morant off a swifty move right there. He gets fouled as well. He'll shoot the and 1. That's just a strong bucket hanging up in the air for Ja right over Porzingis, the 7-footer. A double clutch by Ja, and was able to float it up over the top of Porzingis, got it through, and he made the free throw as well. 21-13 now for the Grizzlies. Peyton Pritchard takes up the floor. Nothing yesterday for Pritchard. Looking for a big bounce back game. He's averaging above 22 points per game this season in games that have 0 days of rest. Tatum followed by Ja off the reach in here. So down to 5:22 left to go. The Celtics will get the inbounds. Inbound sent from Tatum to Pritchard. Outside Porzingis. Out to Pritchard again. Open 3. Got it. Kaboom. Peyton Pritchard rattles in the 3. Going to have a huge night tonight for PP, and the Grizzlies turn it over. Aldama unable to track it down the far side of the floor in the corner. It will go back to the Celtics. Peyton Pritchard, just that absolute energizer bunny. And he has found his shot tonight. Could not buy a bucket at all last night. Had a goose egg on the board. And Peyton Pritchard, first shot, he cans it. Pritchard at the left wing perimeter. Playing with confidence right now after the first made shot. Tatum backs his way free throw circle. Skip pass, left corner. Holiday shoots another three again. A laser right down the middle. Hits bottom for the three ball. Jrue Holiday, excellent start right now. Double digits with 11 in the opening quarter for the top scorer in the game for Jrue. A deep range three by Ja. Pure stroke, he sinks it. Memphis came to play tonight. 5-point lead for the Grizzlies. Pritchard lobs it off to the elbow. Outside skip pass. Holiday to Hauser. Hauser's three around the rim and out. Rebound secured by Jay Huff from Memphis. Up the floor with Bane. Bane gets right past Hauser. Skip pass in the corner. Intercepted by Pritchard with a steal. Here goes Pritchard up the floor. Finds Porzingis. Porzingis, watch out. Head full of steam to the rim. Blocked out of bounds by Huff, though. Wow, that's excellent defense there by Jay Huff from Memphis as Porzingis had a head full of steam. Cutting to the hoop. Receiving the pass off a Euro step and looked like he was going to easily lay it up and in. And then Jay Huff last moment came in and blocked him. Neemias Queta checks on the floor now for Boston. If you're new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit that like, hit that subscribe here. Andres, what's good? Welcome back in here, bud. Inbound for the Celtics. Corner three. Tatum, no good. Skipped around the rim and out. Battle for the loose ball, and Smart tracks it down with a defensive rebound. Ripped it out of the hands of Queta. Smart runs the point now. Smart, Aldama, Jake LaRavia, Desmond Bane, and Jay Huff, the five on the floor. As Aldama floats up the shot over Queta, gets fouled. And this will be two shots coming up here at the free throw line for Jake LaRavia. Is actually over Tatum first. Queta was in the area, so Tatum picked up the foul. That's his second for Tatum. Tatum bumping bodies there with Aldama. Tatum's got to be careful already with two personal fouls. First shot's good by Aldama. This is the best team in the NBA, the Memphis Grizzlies, in points in the paint this season. Celtics number 2 in points in the paint, in defense, that is, since Porzingis has returned. So there was a method yesterday having Porzingis sit out against the Bucks and then having him play against the Grizzlies, as he does not play back-to-back games. He'll play one out of the two in the back-to-back. Horford played yesterday, got the seat today, whereas Porzingis is out there on the floor for this critical matchup. Tatum, his three, skipped around the rim and out, and he's had a tough game tonight. JT with just 7 points in his first 8 minutes. Jay Huff attacks downhill to the rim, and he gets fouled. So two shots coming up here by Huff as well at the free throw line. Now, Aldama had made them both previous to that, so it's a 7-point lead, 26-19. Yes, I think Hubert Davis is in trouble if North Carolina misses the tournament. They've been super just inconsistent for him. Like last year, they had a really good season. I think he led UNC in his first season to the national championship game as the 8th seed against Kansas, and then they took a big step back the year after, and then they made the deep run last year for UNC. So they've been super inconsistent with him as head coach. Both of the free throws are good by Huff at the line. 9-point lead. Derek White driving downhill. Bounce pass. Queta, watch out. Throwing it down with a two-handed flush right over Huff with a dunk there by Neemias Queta. Bringing the energy for the Celtics. 28-21. A huge rack attack right there by Queta. Smart going up against his former teammate Hauser. Jumper mid-range. No good off the mark. Queta secures the defensive rebound. Excellent box out there by Queta. Tatum takes up the floor. It's Tatum, Queta, White, Hauser, and Pritchard, the 5 on the floors. Tatum blew the layup. Tough defense by Aldama down low, and the rebound gets secured by LaRavia. Sends it off to the elbow. Kick out to the corner here to Smart. His three skidded off the back rim, no good. Rebound secured by Pritchard. Pritchard up the floor. Pritchard at the left wing. Shovels outside. Hauser laces up the three. No good. Missed the 30-footer. And the rebound secured by the Grizzlies. 2.5 left to go in the opening quarter. Memphis up by 7 at the moment. Scottie Pippen Jr. finds Smart on the outside. His three came off the rim short. Offensive rebound tip back to Smart from LaRavia. Smart rejected. Reverse hand layup by Queta. Tipped in the corner from Pritchard. Over to Queta to save the loose ball. Here goes Pritchard. Pritchard burst the speed at the left wing. He made 1-3 so far off the bench. Taking his second one right down the middle. Pure butter. Bang, bang, bang. Peyton Pritchard finding his shot tonight as he delivers. It's a 4-point game. Timeout taken on the floor by Memphis. Peyton Pritchard yesterday with a big goose egg. He had 0. He ain't letting that happen tonight. He's making up all those points. He's going for 30 tonight for PP off the bench. 2:12 left to go in the opening quarter. Absolutely electric. Peyton Pritchard. Incredible this season when it's come down to games that he has had 0 days of rest in on back-to-backs. Pritchard is averaging 22.5 points per game, 51% from three-point range in games that he has had 0 days of rest. His over-under for the points total tonight for his prop bet was just at 12.5. That was it. Back on the Wednesday, he was at 16.5. He went over that. His previous 5 before Milwaukee, he was averaging around 23 points per game. He had gone 19 plus in each of the last 5 until yesterday when he had 0, and he's looking to make up all these points tonight. If you guys are new in the stream, smash the thumbs up here, hit the like, hit the subscribe. We got a bunch of people pouring in, 200 plus right now. You guys, the real legends, MVPs out here in the stream tonight. What's good, brother Contreras? Glad to have you back in here, man. Yeah, this has been a great game. Got to give props out to this Memphis Grizzlies team because they have bounced back from last year to this year in a big way for them. 2 years ago, they were the number 2 seed in the West. Last year was a lost season for them due to injuries, but this year the Grizzlies are back. Right now, they're tied for second in the Western Conference, 15-8 for them this season. And they've stockpiled the most wins out of any team in the Western Conference against Eastern Conference teams right now. They're 8-3 against the East. That's the most wins by a team from the West against the East. UNC and Arizona were to play each other. Yeah, both of those teams been disappointing. I'm going to go with Arizona right there to win that game because Arizona has played a super tough schedule for them. That's what the issues has been, is they've lost to really strong teams for Arizona. North Carolina's been just super disappointing for them. They barely could get by Virginia Tech. If they lose that game, that's like a quad 4 loss for North Carolina. They're lucky to win that game today for them. That's concerning. Or no, they played Georgia Tech. Yeah, that's still like a quad 4 loss. Georgia Tech, Virginia Tech, Boston College, Syracuse, those teams are the worst Power 5s this year alongside Seton Hall. They're just so disappointing this year. Andre, what's good? Welcome in. Thanks for joining in. Yeah, Arizona, they've destroyed opponents, but also they've had some losses against teams that's had good seasons this year. 28-24, back to action. Memphis with possession, right to left on the floor. Scottie Pippen Jr. sends it off to LaRavia. Right now, Morant's on the bench, so this is a good opportunity for the Celtics to close the gap with Ja currently on the bench right now at the moment. Pippen, 7 on the shot clock, and Pritchard picks up the reach and foul defending Pippen, so that's Pritchard's first. Yeah, there was barely any contact. Joe Mazzulla comes right over to the officials looking for a clarification about this call. As Pippen, he left his pivot foot going backwards, facing towards the perimeter instead of the hoop. Yeah, there's nothing really there. He got bumped into, not much contact, and that's the 5th foul committed by the Celtics, so it puts them right in the limit right now. Michigan and West Virginia. Good question right there. I go with Michigan right now. Michigan looks super strong. They beat Wisconsin. West Virginia has been shockingly good for them this year. They just beat Georgetown yesterday, though Georgetown didn't really have any signature wins to show for this year. They went 0-2 against Power 5 opponents going into that game. Somehow they were West Virginia was only a 9.5 point favorite when I knew that they win by double digits. Pritchard spots up for the 3, missed off the mark, no good. And the defensive rebound hauled in by Jay Huff here from Memphis. Memphis with a possession. Quick 3 in transition up the floor. It is good for the Grizzlies by Jalen Wells. 7-point advantage once again for Memphis. Celtics have been slow starters this season, And once again, they've had an issue in this opening quarter. Pritchard, bounce pass off to Tatum. Tatum's had a tough start so far this game. Tatum responsible for just 2 points in 11 minutes. Tatum forces up a tough three. Oh, it's an air ball. It goes out of bounds, so it'll go back to the Grizzlies. Tatum having a really tough game. He was pouring in the points yesterday, and the wheels have fallen off tonight. Dump off to Pippen, down low, kick out to the corner. Great ball movement here by Memphis. It goes to LaRavia, Euro step over Pritchard inside. A key missed off the mark, and look at that. The smallest player on the floor, Peyton Pritchard, collects the defensive rebound, bursts the speed up the floor. White stutter step as he lost his handle, makes up for it defensively as he lost the ball and then he poked Elise around midcourt and came up with it with a steal. White with possession here. 40 seconds left to go in the opening quarter. 6 turnovers by Memphis, 2 by the Celtics. Derek White slows down tempo. 10 in the shot clock. White at the left wing perimeter. One-on-one working on Pippen. Fires a fastball down low. Kada kick out corner. Open three Pritchard. Oh, he hits it. Bang, bang, bang. Peyton Pritchard. Another laser right down the bottom. Drills the three ball. 31-27, corner three came up short, no good, as it was an air ball by Jalen Wells and Peyton Pritchard tonight. Pull up from the parking lot, PP looking solid off the bench so far in this game. Derek White, 10 seconds left to go, slows down tempo as he is defended by Jalen Wells 101. White, top of the key, moves it off to Tatum, bumped into and fouled. Was White on the pass as we get a foul here with 6.5 charged to Memphis. 1 to give as that's their 4th personal foul, 1 away from the bonus. You and you are welcome in. Thanks for joining in. Connor on the stream, glad to have you back in. Peyton Pritchard, amazing start for him. 3 for 4 from the perimeter with 9 points off the bench. The number 2 scorer for the Celtics behind Drew Holiday with 11. Far side, Tatum with just 2. He's played the entire first quarter. Gives it off to Porzingis. Hand off Tatum. Tatum, 4 seconds left to go. Crossover. Step back. 3 at the buzzer. No good. Came up short. And Jason Tatum played the entire first quarter. And disappointing night tonight for Tatum. Unlike last night's. 1 for 7 shooting. 2 points in the entire 12 minutes. Not about how you start, though. It's all about how you finish. Celtics winning 4 points at the end of the first, 31-27. Great game tonight, and this is exactly what I thought it would be tonight here. This Memphis Grizzlies team is out to a really solid start this year, and this is a great measuring stick for the Celtics coming off a back-to-back to see where they are against the Grizzlies, and the Grizzlies tonight have given them all they could handle right now. 31-27 through the first quarter. If you guys are new in the stream, smash the thumbs up here. Hit the like, hit the subscribe. What's good, Joe? Welcome back in, man. Yeah, Colts against Patriots on Sunday. What a finish that was. The Patriots have not been good this year. It's been a rough year for my Patriots. UNC or Florida? I'm going to take Florida in that game. UNC has been really disappointing. They got to turn things around. SEC is dominating the ACC. The SEC went 14-2 against the ACC. That's a concern right there for the ACC. Like reality's gonna hit in. The SEC could have potentially around like 12 bids in this year's NCAA tournament, and then the ACC could potentially have like 4. Like the ACC has been that bad this year that you might be just seeing Duke and Clemson. Those are the only 2 teams that separate themselves from the pack, and then all the other teams are question marks at this moment. Like Pittsburgh, they were the team that almost lost against Virginia Tech. Pittsburgh at number 18. The pollsters completely got that one wrong. Like, I don't know how in the world they're at number 18. They needed a buzzer beater to beat Ohio State. And what we found out this week was that Ohio State's not good. They got destroyed by Maryland. And Pittsburgh got shredded against Mississippi State. Like, there's going to be so many new teams in this week's poll. And there's going to be so many teams bounced out. Like, this poll was just whacked up for this past week. They had Creighton receiving votes at number 44, and then Creighton takes down number 1 ranked Kansas. We get back to action, left to right on the floor. Celtics with the basketball to start off the second quarter. Slow start here for both of the Jays. Jaylen Brown, nothing so far in 6 minutes. Not even attempting a shot so far. Lob by Jaylen, deflected by the Memphis defenses. He was looking to send it right to Luke Kornet. I guess this is a good sign, though, for the Celtics, that the Jays haven't been able to be a factor offensively. You've, right now for the Celtics, relying on Drew Holiday, 11 points. 9 points off the bench by Pritchard, 6 by White. Those guys have got it going tonight. And the Jays going to step it up, and they usually do once we get into this game. Derek White takes the 3, and he makes it. 31-30. Great to see his shots on point tonight. 8 for 24 from the perimeter. Way too many threes for the Celtics. They over-relied upon threes last night. They're doing it once again. Jackson, tough shot with a hook. He got it a drop inside the key with a right hand. Jaylen Brown yet to attempt a shot tonight. Slides it off to White. Jacks up the 3. Top of the key. No good. Around the rim and out. Kornet offensive rebound. Outside of Pritchard. Pritchard's feeling it. Pritchard drives on Pippen. Pritchard one-on-one. Off fake inside the key. His pass deflected inside the key and intercepted by Memphis though. Grizzlies with possession here. Jalen Wells working on White. Dribbles up to the low right block. Wells backs his way inside the key. Guarded by White. Right over White with a left hand. Scoop score up and off the backboard. Usually Derek White provides stops defensively on those types of plays, but Jalen Wells just a step too soon. Right past Derek White for the bucket. Brown, lob over the top, over to Kornet, and Jaylen Brown held on to, and a foul committed charge to Jalen Wells on the reach-in. Indiana and Florida. I like Florida in that game, too. Indiana got bounced out of the rankings. They'll probably be back in if they can pick up wins. They did get crushed against Louisville, though, so that was a concern there. They're going to need much more signature victories to get them back into the rankings as Jaren Jackson Jr. knocks down a 3 in transition. 8-point lead once again for the Grizzlies, 38-30. If they make another bucket, Joe Mazzulla is going to take a timeout. Top of the key here for Brown. Brown, 10 minutes left to go. He still has yet to attempt a shot so far. Lob down low over to Kornet. Kornet from behind gets fouled. The clock will stop with 9:58. Yes, Derek White was on the floor just a moment ago. So 2 free throws here by Luke Kornet at the free throw line as we see Derek White behind him standing on the floor currently. So he is out there right now still. It was Luke Kornet, Jaylen Brown, Derek White, Sam Hauser, Peyton Pritchard. Those are the 5 on the floor currently for the Celtics. First free throw is good by Kornet. That's the first point of the night for Luke Kornet. Celtics down by 7 where the Jays have done nothing so far. 2 points in 12 minutes by Jason Tatum, played the entire first quarter. And no points with 0 shot attempts by Jaylen Brown so far. -12 for him on the floor. Second free throw missed off the mark by Kornet. Celtics get called in a lane violation. Boston has to figure it out right now. They're getting dominated inside the interior. 21-13 rebounds in favor of Memphis right now. Bench point saving the Celtics 12-4. Lob over the top, and they throw it down with a 2-handed flush. Brandon Clark with a rack attack there with an assist by Jalen Wells. 9-point game. Down low, Kornet. Kornet floats up the shot. Missed off the glass. No good. Got fouled. Once again going up. So Luke Kornet will shoot 2 more coming up here at the free throw line. Check that out. That was Ja who had the assist over the top to Clark. 9:37 left to go. Back to the free throw line. 2 shots here attempted by Luke Kornet. First one's up. First one is good. Got the bounce. We got a bunch of people on the stream right now, 250 plus. If you guys are new in the channel, smash the thumbs up here. I cover basketball action, play-by-play, NBA, college hoops. Hit us up in the chat. Who you guys like to win this game, Celtics or Grizzlies? Make sure to vote in the poll as well. Free throw number 2 is good by Kornet. 3 points now for Luke Kornet. 7-point game. 9.5 left to go before halftime. Morant slides it off to the free throw circle. Wells bounce past top of the key back to Ja. Ja's defended by White at the top. 1-on-1. Screen gets set by Clark. Ja dribbles past that screen. Jumper mid-range. Blocked from the side by Jaylen Brown. Celtics come up with the basketball. Derek White up the floor. White moves it outside of Jalen. Jalen Keeps the dribble alive. Crossover in the elbow. Step back deep 2. Over. Jackson connects on it. Finally, Jaylen Brown's on the board. That's his first shot attempt of the night. It came with just above 9 minutes left to go before half. That is crazy. The Grizzlies have put together one heck of a game plan tonight to limit Jaylen Brown with his shooting. They have crowded the paint and they forced Jaylen Brown to drive, attack midway to the paint, and then kick it out to the corner shooter. Their rim protection has been quite amazing tonight for the Memphis Grizzlies. Jrue Holiday, he's been the player of the game so far for the Celtics, comes back on the floor. Jrue Holiday leads the way with 11 points, making 3 threes. Inbound, goes over to Jackson. That was a tough pass there that White wasn't unable to intercept. Morant, off fake, Ja, downhill. Ja floats it up over the top again. That connection keeps on continuing with Brandon Clark. It results in another bucket. Not a clean alley-oop there, but able to soar up and put it above the into the cylinder, right through the netting for 2 more. 42-35. Ja Morant leading the team in playmaking right now. 3 assists. This is the number 1 team in playmaking in the entire NBA. And they have 9 assists so far in this game from Memphis with a 7-point lead. All right, so we head to the timeout right now. Celtics going to put together a stop there of those backdoor cutters that Brandon Clark has cut free from the baseline and has had a couple alley-oop opportunities. If you're new in the stream, smash the thumbs up here. Hit that like, hit that subscribe as we are now in the timeouts. We got a bunch of people pouring in tonight. You guys, the absolute legends, MVPs out here at the channel watching this one. Hit us up if you guys are... If you guys are new for the first time trying to watch this stream. I know some of you guys, I guess, were trying to watch via Stream East, but I guess Stream East is down. So really appreciate all the people who are coming in here that wasn't able to get Stream East, but glad that you guys are able to be notified about the scores here and what's going on throughout the game. Doing my best to do that for you guys tonight. 11 points by Ja Morant, 9 by Jaren Jackson Jr. They get a lot of good balance right now for the Grizzlies. 8 points by Brandon Clark, 5 by Jalen Wells, 5 points by Desmond Bane. Off the bench, 2 each by Aldama and Jay Huff. Celtics yet to really get anything going on with the Jays tonight. 11 points by Jrue Holiday. They're forcing Jrue to take corner threes, and he is the top player in shot attempts, and that's because they're forcing Jaylen Brown to drive, attack, become a playmaker. Jaylen with 3 assists, leading the team, and that ball gets kicked out to the corner constantly to Jrue Holiday in that opening quarter. 11 points, 3 for 8 from 3 by Jrue, 4 for 10 from the floor, leading the team in points, in shot attempts, and shot makes. Brown with just 2 points, perfect 1 for 1 in the deep 2 over Jaren Jackson Jr. Tatum just 1 for 7 with a very tough game last night. Tatum was excellent against Milwaukee, but he has struggled from time to time on back-to-backs for JT. At 6 points by Derek White. Peyton Pritchard, an absolute cheat code tonight. He has got 9. Porzingis got nothing as well. Porzingis 0 points, 0 for 4 tonight with a block and 2 assists. So he's done nothing as well. So the Celtics' big 3, Tatum, Brown, and Porzingis only combining for 4 points right now. And that is on 2 for 12 shooting combined in this game. That's just textbook defense by Memphis to start this off. 7-point game. Memphis plus 14 points in the paint, 20-6. Pritchard on the floor with Cornette, White, Brown, and Holiday. Pritchard, a bounce pass to Brown at the top. Brown dribbles up, drives at the low block over Wills. Kiss off the glass, scores up and off the backboard. Jaylen Brown downhill to the rim. That was a good bucket right there. Ja at the elbow, slides it off to Jackson Jr. He tries the 3, swash. Celtics gambled on a double team sent to John. He was able to play make right off to Triple J for the wide open 3. 12 points by Jaren Jackson Jr. Holiday sees a gap at the elbow. Bounce pass, tried to thread the needle. Brandon Clark rolled on the reach and foul. Wow, that was lucky. Very close to coming away there with a clean steal by Clark as he jumped the route right in front of Jaylen Brown. Looked like a surefire interception, and luckily for Jalen, he was being held onto as they ruled it loose ball foul. So Celtics will reset the offense here, and they're about to get the inbound. White slides it off to Holiday. Wide open three, takes it, and he makes it from downtown. A laser bang bang for Drew Holiday. 5-point game right now, 45-40. Under 8 minutes left to go before halftime. Grizzlies with a possession. Jackson drives on Drew. Inside the key. Jackson blocked by Porzingis. Cut it back underneath. Reverse hand layup. Fouled from behind by Porzingis. That's a key bounce right there off the glass. Just got sent back to Triple J to keep the possession alive. Porzingis up to now 2 blocks. They had him statted earlier as 2. They took away a block though. Risa, thanks for joining back in. Glad to have you in the stream. Lizette, welcome in from Puerto Rico. 1 free throw here at the line, or 2 free throws he'll have for Jaren Jackson Jr. The first one is good. Second free throw, no good, off the back rim and tipped over to White for the defensive board. Celtics down by 6 right now. Haven't been able to get into a groove in this game. Jaylen Brown, couple buckets recently, though, finally for him. Brown at the right wing, drops it off to Porzingis, trying to trail down the lane, get a poke loose out of his hands by Pippen with a steal. Here goes the Grizzlies, shovel from Ja, over to Clark, and he goes double clutch and kiss off the glass, scores the layup. 48-40, that is just so key defensively. Derek White crashed into down the far side of the floor here as he goes down hard. A little bit slow to get up as well. As Ja Morant tried to undercut his path and tried to come up with a steal, though Ja picks up the foul. That's a hard collision there between Ja and White. That's a hard collision there. Wow. Good to see. Tough soldier. Derek White's up. He is on his feet. Lob down low. Over to Jaylen Brown. And he throws it down with a 2-handed flush. 6-point game. JB showing up recently. Here he comes up with a steal. Jaylen Brown, 1-on-1 at the corner. Shovel pass, gave it away. That is a bad pass there by Jaylen, as it was just in transition. Got to settle down with that basketball. Missed 3 at the wing by Pippen. Porzingis had it ripped away out of his hands by Jaren Jackson Jr. underneath off to Clark. And Clark scores for 2 off the putback. Physical game right now. Bodies flying everywhere. Holiday open 3. Missed off the mark. No good. Tipped out of bounds. And according to the refs, it is off Brandon Clark. So it will stay Celtics possession. Wow, we got bodies flying all over the place. And this game has started to really pick up in terms of physicality. Bradley, glad to have you back in, man. Edgar, welcome in. Titus on the stream, welcome on board. Porzingis will shoot shots here at the free throw line. That's the 5th personal foul charged to Memphis. So 2 free throws coming up here by Porzingis. First free throw, it is up, it is through. No game will be shown due to copyrights, as the game that's shown on the screen, all those rights belong to the NBA and the regional networks. Play-by-play only, it says at the top of the screen. No TV will be shown due to copyright. It's play-by-play only. That's the purpose of the channel here, folks. Second free throw coming up by Porzingis, and wow, Sam Hauser is doubtful to return. Right abductor tightness for Sam Hauser. That just popped up on the screen. So Sam Hauser, doubtful to return for the Celtics. He was huge yesterday with 20 points. Morant floats up the rudder. Low block over Holiday. Got it to drop for the bucket. 8-point lead now for the Grizzlies. Ja Morant, 13 points. Jaren Jackson Jr. with 13. Brandon Clark with 12. Solid production out of a trio so far. White, drive, kick out to the corner. Open 3. Holiday bricked off the back rim. Tipped up to the corner out of the hands of Jay Huff. Derek White came up with a basketball. And Derek White, absolute tough soldier, gets fouled as well by Jay Huff. And they're over the limit, and this will be 2 more free throws coming up for the Celtics. That is the all-time hustle play right there for Derek White. Just legendary play coming up with that loose ball rebound, swiping it out of the hands of Jay Huff. So 2 free throws coming up here for Derek White. 6 points, 3 assists, 2 steals tonight. First one is good. Celtics have had this game win and reach, just they cannot break the lead that Memphis has provided. Memphis has led this entire game tonight. Largest lead by 10. Second free throw by White, that is good, right down the middle. 6-point lead all over again. That's been the range so far in this opening half. Memphis with possession. Marcus Smart running the point. Jay Huff, Sandy Aldama, Ja Morant, Desmond Bane. That's the 5 on the floor for the Grizzlies. Morant at the left wing. Kick out to the right wing. Open 3. Marcus Smart takes it, and he makes it. Smart, the former Celtic in his return game, able to bury a trifecta 3. 10 for 13. They're knocking down a bunch of shots this quarter. Porzingis receives the lob. Triple team. Floats it up. No good. Couldn't shoot over dudes like he did against Detroit on Wednesday. That's a rare miss there for KP. Memphis putting together a stellar game plan. Up fake at the wing by Jay Huff. Out to the corner, Morant. Slides it off to Smart. Over to his right to Bane around the perimeter. Back to Smart. Dribble drive attack downhill to the rim. No good. Rush the floater. And the Celtics pick up the defensive rebound. Tatum up the floor finds Holiday. Outside White. White right baseline dribble. Kick out to the wing. Open 3 Tatum. No good again. JT missed. And out of bounds. In and off the hands of Holiday. It will go back to the Grizzlies. Jason Tatum cannot buy a bucket tonight. 1 for 8 shooting. 2 points in 14 minutes. As we have a timeout. Or no, we'll have substitutions here, so they'll keep this play going on with 5:10 remaining. No timeout taken. It looked like the camera was going to pan to that, but no timeout taken. 9-point game. A runner inside the key. No good off the mark by Bane. Tipped from Tatum to White for the defensive rebound. 5 minutes left to go before halftime. Celtics out of sorts offensively. Tatum cannot get a shot to drop tonight. Holiday jab step right corner. Bounce pass over to Holiday. It's Porzingis who has it now at the elbow. Porzingis towards his left top of the free throw circle. Porzingis bullying Smart outside to the top. Tatum push pass Holiday. Shot clock's down to 3. Drew underneath working on Huff. Holiday gets fouled. 2 free throws coming up here by Drew Holiday as Jay Huff picks up the shooting foul. Jay Huff now with his second personal foul. 2 each tonight for fouls committed by Jalen Welsh, Jaren Jackson Jr., Brandon Clark, and Jay Huff. Celtics foul trouble. 2 personal fouls each by Tatum and Porzingis. First one is good. They just have not been in the zone at all offensively tonight in this game. Luckily, Drew Holiday tonight came to play. Drew Holiday's just an absolute winner. Won the game yesterday. Some big shots late to win against the Bucks. And he buries both of those free throws there. 55-48, 7-point game. It's been 6-7. That's been the range so far in this first half. LaRavia, dish out to the corner. Smart takes the 3 over. Holiday, no good. Ripped off the glass by Tatum for the defensive rebound. Jason Tatum doing it on the glass so far. Even though he only has 2 points, he's got 5 rebounds leading the team. Tatum drives right to the rack. He scores. Up and off the backboard. Finally, Jason Tatum soars up for the right-hand layup. 5-point game. Timeout taken on the floor by the Grizzlies. 55-50, and finally Jason Tatum arrives and scores a timely bucket. Been waiting for that forever. Only down by 5 when the Jays are accounting for just 10 combined points in the first half right now. This ain't that bad for the Celtics. They just gotta show up like they usually do in the second half, like superstars do, and take over this game. 16 by Drew Holiday. 9 points off the bench by Pritchard. Things get a whole lot tougher tonight for the Celtics, though, as Sam Hauser is doubtful to return tonight. I'm going to see if there's any more updates on that. But around 10 minutes ago, it was a notification on my TV screen. Sam Hauser doubtful to return due to right abductor tightness. So that's now tweeted out by the Boston Celtics Twitter page as well, tweeting out 4 minutes ago. Sam Hauser, right abductor tightness, doubtful to return. So that's a big hit right there towards the bench depth. Luckily for Boston, they are outnumbering the Grizzlies from the bench 14-7 right now. So the Celtics doubling Grizzlies in bench points. And you can thank Peyton Pritchard for 9 of those bench points tonight off the bench. Got to get better in the glass and got to protect the rim. We've seen a lot of flaws so far in this game for the Celtics. It's been through their interior. Grizzlies playing downhill. Memphis 26-12 points in the paint, 25-18 rebounds, 6-3 in the offensive glass. The Celtics have been getting crushed recently on the rebounds. And so last night, Bobby Portis had 18 boards. Tonight, Jaren Jackson Jr. having a really good game for him. And Triple J, 4 rebounds for him so far. He's got 2 made threes, 5 for 7 from the floor, 13 for Triple J, 13 for Ja. Ja's the top rebounder for Memphis. They need to eliminate that fast. They got to box out. 13 points, 6 rebounds, 6 assists right now for Ja. He's on triple-double watch. Natasha, thanks for joining in. Glad to have you back in. We got a bunch of people joining in. 300 plus watching. If you're doing a stream, smash the thumbs up here. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. I cover basketball action on the channel, play-by-play of NBA games, also college hoops as well. So feel free to keep on joining in throughout the course of the season. Only 4 points tonight on 2 for 9 shooting and 14 minutes by Jason Tatum. Got the last bucket, though, forcing the timeout. 55-50, 4:20 left to go before halftime. Grizzlies right to left on the floor with a possession. Marcus Smart, Desmond Bane, Jay Huff, Jake LaRavia, and number 7, Santi Aldama. That's the 5 on the floor. Missed shot, no good at the rim by Jay Huff. Porzingis came down with a defensive rebound. Celtics with possession. Jaylen Brown, Drew Holiday, Jason Tatum, Derek White, Kristaps Porzingis. They get their starting 5 on the floor right now at this moment, as that was one heck of a save at the baseline for the rebound by Marcus Smart, flung it up in the air off to Bane. It's the Grizzlies with possession. Skip past the top. The 3 missed off the mark by Aldama. White cannot box out. Offensive rebound control by Huff. And an offensive foul committed, charge to Memphis. Desmond Bane pushing off. Turnover for the Grizzlies, so we'll go back to the Celtics. So Boston here will have possession, down by 5. And this is where they're going to make up the points right now, because Ja Morant's currently in the bench. He is tied for the team leader with 13 points. He leads the team with 6 assists and also 6 rebounds right now. Derek White working one-on-one on Smart. Sends it off to the far side corner. Holiday, left baseline dribble over Huff. No good. Blocked by Huff. Holiday got it back. Floats up the shot off the glass too long. And the rebound secured by Bane. 3:10 left to go. Grizzlies with possession. Aldama, left baseline dribble. Tiptoeing the baseline. Out to the corner. Huff jacks up the 3. Jay Huff hits it. That's a very rare 3 right there by the big fella from Virginia. Jay Huff knocks down a big-time shot. 58-50. That cannot happen if you're the Celtics. Right there, Tatum at the low block, guarded by Huff. Down low, he scores. Tough left-hand layup. Gutted a drop up and then off the glass for 2 by JT. 6-point game once again. They cannot get it closer. That's the issue. They need a stop right here. Aldama backs his way mid-block, working on White. Turnaround hook by Santi Aldama, and he puts it into the bucket for 2 more. You got guys like this that's knocking down shots off the bench. It's an issue here for the Celtics defense. Gotta limit that right now. Tatum moves it off to the near side corner. Holiday inside the key. A turnaround jumper missed off the rim. Short on the mid-range shot, and the rebound gets secured by Bane. Desmond Bane outside finds Aldama, up fake, blues past Brown, downhill, shovel, Smart, runner, rim short, no good. White collects the defensive rebound. Approaching 2 minutes left to go. Jaylen Brown outside finds White. Up fake, drives to LaRavia, spin move inside the key. White shovels out to the wing. Tatum sidestep to his left, floats the pass on the bullet right over to Porzingis, who rips it in for the deep 2. Jason Tatum off the sidestep, electing not to take the 3, makes the extra pass to his left to a wide open Porzingis. And that was a nice shot right there at the elbow, able to rattle it in. 6-point game all over again. Aldama drives on the Holiday. Aldama followed by Drew as the clock will stop. And that's the 4th personal foul now to give for the Celtics. I believe it's... Oh, no, they're going to get him on the shot motion. Yeah, from my own eyes, it looked like it was going to be before that. Oh, no. Oh, no. Porzingis is heading towards the tunnel. 2 free throws here at the line by Aldama. Porzingis heading towards the tunnel right now. A little bit gimpy. And once we get into halftime, I'll see if there's any injury designation for Porzingis. Porzingis just left the game and went straight underneath the tunnel. Looked like he was a little bit gimpy, favoring one of his ankles. First free throw is good by Aldama. 7-point lead for Memphis. Porzingis is having a really tough night tonight. Just 4 points, 14 minutes. I'll keep you guys posted at halftime if we see any updates out there or so. But Porzingis, on the last foul, he was down low alongside Holiday, who was the one who picked up the shooting foul, and Porzingis went down next to Holiday, and they're regarding Sandy Aldama. Missed jumper by the Celtics, and transition slam by Jake LaRavia to go up by 10, tie for the largest lead of the game. Ja Morant back on the floor. He had the full court outlet pass. 14-2 fast break points. They have missed Hauser, and right now missing Porzingis as well. Sam Hauser doubtful to return due to an abductor strain. And now Porzingis exited out of the game a couple of moments ago. Ja, crossover behind his back, ball fake, working on Cato with a left hand. Couldn't score it off the window. A little bit too strong right there by Morant. 50 seconds left to go before halftime. Jaylen Brown, edge of the midcourt logo right now. He's defended by Ja 101. Jalen going to slow it down. 8 in the shot clock. Jalen at the top. Draws the double team. Had it poke loose. It's a turnover. Up ahead of the pack. Ja Morant soars up and scores up and in with a layup. 66-54. Ball security been an issue, and the Grizzlies taking it to the rim all night long in transition. 15 by Ja. He's on triple-double watch. What he has done in this first half. 15 seconds left to go. Brown at the edge of the midcourt logo again. He'll try it again. Celtics have yet to get in the flow offensively. They have won their last 16 out of 17 against Memphis. Right now it's been a tough one. Jaylen Brown looking like 2023 in the Eastern Conference Finals against the Miami Heat when they lost, as he cannot dribble with a left hand tonight. It's another turnover by Jaylen Brown, and the buzzer sounds. Derek White came up with a block at the buzzer, and we close out and go into halftime. 66-54. Celtics all out of sorts tonight as the Grizzlies have ripped them to shreds and points in the paint. And turnovers. Jaylen Brown with 2 consecutive turnovers to close out the ends of half number 1. Shades of 2023 all over again in the Eastern Conference Finals when they lost to the 8 seed. Not a good sign right there for Jaylen Brown on back-to-back possessions. 6 points, 4 turnovers tonight for Jaylen Brown. 4 turnovers. Tatum with just 6 going into halftime. Drew Holiday saving this team with 16, 9 points off the bench by Pritchard. 15 points, 8 rebounds, 7 assists by Ja Morant on triple-double watch in 16 minutes tonight. 13 points by Jaren Jackson Jr., 12 points by Brandon Clark. And the Celtics have won 6 straight games against Memphis. The last time that they lost a game at home, I was a senior in high school. The last time that the Celtics lost at the TD Garden against the Memphis Grizzlies, it was my senior year of high school. I'm now 29 years old. It's 11 years ago when the Boston Celtics last lost at home against Memphis. The Celtics have won 10 straight games. This was the starting 5 when the Celtics last lost against Memphis. Jeff Green, Jared Sullinger, Avery Bradley, Brandon Bass, and Jordan Crawford. That was the starting 5 for the Celtics back in 2013 when they last lost at home to Memphis. 16-1 in their last 17 against the Grizzlies, and tonight that's up for jeopardy here. Yeah, someone had a good question. Celtics record on the back-to-back. I'm going to see if there's anything on that right now. I'll probably have to go through the schedule or so. Usually StatMuse will have stuff like that. Let's see. Celtics record on back-to-back games. According to StatMuse, they're 4-0 this season with no rest. So they're okay. So they've got some easy wins on back-to-backs. Yeah, they just won on Monday on the second game of the back-to-back after they lost against Cleveland. Second game of the back-to-back, they've beat the Hornets, the Nets, the Clippers, and the Heat. So they won against the Heat on Monday. So they're 4-0 in games on the second game of the back-to-back this season. NBA scores right now at the moment. This is embarrassing for the Celtics right now. It is, but they still have a chance to turn it around. If you're the Denver Nuggets, this is really embarrassing for you this season. Here's the numbers. 6:20 left to go in the fourth quarter. Washington Wizards 112, Denver Nuggets 103. Embarrassing for Denver, a one-man show. This is the numbers right here. Nikola Jokic, MVP frontrunner again this season. 52 points, 14 rebounds, 8 assists. I'll repeat that again. Nikola Jokic, 52 points. And the Denver Nuggets are losing by 9. 112 to 103 with 6 minutes left against the 2-18 Washington Wizards. That's crazy. I streamed that game on Thursday when the Nuggets lost against the Cavs. The Nuggets have some soul searching to do for them. They are a one-man show. I talked about how poor the number 2, number 3, number 4 options and so on are for the Denver Nuggets, that they've had no shows this season from Jamal Murray, Michael Porter Jr. Jokic is averaging above 30. Nobody else is averaging in the 20s for points per game. Everybody else is averaging under 19 points per game for Denver. They have no 2, 3, 4 option and so on. Jamal Murray's not playing tonight. Neither is Aaron Gordon. 52 points by Nikola Jokic. The number 2 scorer has 16 points. Julian Strawther is the number 2 scorer for Denver off the bench with 16 points. Christian Brown has 12 points. Michael Porter Jr. tonight with 11. And he is the number 2 scorer on the team in front of Jamal Murray. He has 11 points tonight. Jokic with 52. Down by 8 with 5:40 left to go against the 2-18 Washington Wizards. Other scores throughout the NBA. Thunder taking care of business against the 5-18 New Orleans Pelicans. 112-96 OKC. The Thunder, the top team in the West at 17-5. Detroit leading the Knicks at MSG tonight. 88-77 Pistons. Looking for a big win at Madison Square Garden. Dallas Mavericks crushing the Toronto Raptors 98-74 in halftime between the Suns and the Heat. It's 58-53 Phoenix. Yeah, Celtics having a lot of issues in the glass in this game. They've got dominated inside the interior. This has been the issue tonight, is that the Grizzlies are shooting. They're shooting 53% from 3, 8 for 15. The Celtics, their bread and butter all this season has been from 3. And then last night they got run off against Milwaukee, run off the 3-point line. Tonight, exactly what's happening again, that Memphis is forcing the Celtics to kick it out to the corner, make tough threes from the corner, and not allowing them to take threes from the wings or at the top. They're being forced out to the corner because the Grizzlies have crowded the paint with multiple bodies and have forced them to play make and send it out to the corner. Just a textbook defensive display tonight in a game plan here from Memphis. 32-22, plus 10 on the glass and rebounds for the Grizzlies. Grizzlies lead offensive boards 8-4. Points in the paint 32-14 for Memphis. They're getting a lot of good looks inside the paint. Celtics having issues stopping backdoor cutters, alley-oop lobs. A lot of turnaround hook shots that's gone down in this game for Memphis, and also the turnovers too. Jaylen Brown had back-to-back turnovers to close out the end of the quarter. Memphis has thrived upon the fast break points tonight, 16-2. Fast break points for the Grizzlies. 17 points scored off of Celtics turnovers tonight for Memphis. If you're new in the stream, we got a ton of people joining in, 230 plus. Smash the thumbs up here. Hit that like, hit that subscribe, as we're at 93 likes. We'll see if we can get the stream up to 100 plus tonight. You guys, the real legends, MVPs for being a part here on the channel. If anybody's interested in becoming a channel member, that link is pinned in the chat. All channel members get a shout out at the end of each and every single one of my live streams. It's as low as $1.99 per month to become a channel member. Right now we have around 15 channel members plus. And since Christmas is coming around the corner, as we are 18 days away till Christmas, feel free to Check out the Behind the Arc Basketball merchandise store. We get a lot of cool stuff over there as well. Short sleeve shirts, long sleeve shirts, iPhone cases, pillows, stickers, sweatshirts. Got a bunch of cool merch over there in the Behind the Arc Basketball merchandise store. Feel free to check out that link if you guys are interested. That is posted in the chat as well. It's also pinned, or it's also posted in the description of this video. All those links are posted in the description of this video between the memberships link, merchandise, Discord server link is in the description as well. I'm going to get some updates right now. Sam Hauser, doubtful to return due to right abductor tightness. I'm going to check and see if there's anything on Porzingis. Yeah, thanks for pointing that out to me, Edgar, on the stream. Going to see if there's anything about Porzingis. Porzingis went to the locker room, trying to guard inside the paint. Oof. There's actually a clip of this on Twitter. It happened before he was playing defense on that possession. So he had the ball, and then he had pivoted backward. He had slipped off his pivot foot at the free throw circle. Courtside, he 8 minutes ago on Twitter posting out, Kristaps Porzingis has suffered a non-contact injury. Many are speculating he has sprained/injured his ankle. NBA reporter and Celtics reporter Bobby Manning putting out, looks like an ankle sprain for Porzingis. I mean, just, he can't stay healthy. It's unfortunate. Like, he'll come back for spurts, but he just cannot stay healthy. It's a shame. We got no clarification about what the injury is right now, but from early indication, people are putting out, it looks like it could very well be an ankle sprain. Yeah, doing pretty well, Charlisa. Pats and Celtics for life. Welcome in. Appreciate it here for joining in. Phil, welcome back in. Glad to have you in the stream here, bud. Do I think Bill Belichick should be the next head coach at UNC? It's up to him. It's all up to him if Bill wants to get back in coaching in his 70s. He went for the interview. He's doing a lot of stuff with media. I thought right now that he's in his 70s that he would probably want to just enjoy the rest of his life or so. But it's up to him, and we'll see how it goes. It's probably a better decision for Bill to get into college coaching now because he is in his 70s. The NFL schedule with the 17-game schedule plus the playoffs, that's a really grueling schedule, whereas college football, you're playing for just 3 months from September to December for college football, whereas the NFL, it's preseason games started in August, and then if your team makes the playoffs, they're going all the way to February for the Super Bowl. And yeah, college games usually play around like 12 or 13 games in the season for D1 colleges, whereas you got the 17 season plus the playoffs for the NFL. Kristaps Porzingis left game late in the second quarter after appearing to turn an ankle. That's what NBC Sports Boston puts on their halftime graphic right now. Yeah, he had possessed the basketball at the free throw circle, and he did not look right as he came off his pivot foot and looked like he tweaked something in his ankle, and we're just awaiting to see if he'll be back in or if he should be resting for the rest of this game for him. If it just, we don't know any indication yet through clarification like what the severity is just yet, but it has been listed doubtful for Sam Hauser with an abductor strain, so he is doubtful, so most likely that means he will not return back to the game for Sam Hauser. That's, or I misspoke there, right abductor tightness, so that's not an adductor strain, I misread that. Right abductor tightness, doubtful to return, so it's just abductor tightness. Yeah, just when everybody comes back and is healthy, like Black Friday was the first time that everybody was fully healthy for the Celtics. And now Hauser left this game early on, and now it's Porzingis. And that's just the marathon of an NBA season. It's just that injuries come up and it's next man up mentality. And luckily for the Celtics, they're a deep team that they can get things done and still stay in order for them. 16 points by Jrue Holiday. 9 off the bench by Pritchard. They got to get stuff started offensively with the Jays. Jaylen Brown, he can make his shots. It's just he's been forced to be a playmaker tonight, and that's barely attempted shots. That's the thing. 6 points for Jaylen. That's only on 3 for 4 shooting. Jason Tatum's having a real off night. He's 3 for 11 shooting. 6 points for JT. Those two guys got to really step up. I got a feeling they will. They're second half players. The key part for Tatum this year is that he's been really solid in the first half. So he's been no stranger to slow starts here in the first half before. He was like this in the playoffs where he had some tough games in the first half, then came alive in the third and fourth quarter. East Street, welcome in. Thanks for joining in. Next stream will either be Monday or Tuesday for me, most likely. Possibly Monday. I think it's the Knicks against Raptors on Monday, but I'm hoping to cover the Eastern Conference Cup quarterfinal game on Tuesday. Yes, Christmas always a great time of year. Welcome in, Adam, on the stream. Glad to have you in here, man. Yep, the Snow Hot Chocolate Christmas movie is always a great time in Christmas. I last Saturday went to go see the Christmas lights not too far away from me. There's a place called La Salette, and it's got a lot of great Christmas lights, the Festival of Lights. So I went to go see the La Salette Christmas lights last Saturday. If any of you guys live in like southeastern Massachusetts or Rhode Island, I'd definitely recommend, if you haven't ever been to La Salette Shrine, it's in Attleboro, Mass, to go check that out. Got tons of Christmas lights, thousands and thousands, totally free, and it's always a great time out there. We get back to action, start to the third quarter. Right to left on the floor, Celtics with opening possession. Jason Tatum and Jrue Holiday, Jaylen Brown, and fumbling along with the basketball. Jaylen lost it. Luckily, Tatum picked it up, though. Right place, right time. Tatum swings it out to a wide-open corner. 3, bricked off the back room. No good by Holiday. Hey, look who's back on the floor. Porzingis, who, according to what people are posting, tweaked his ankle. He is back on the floor starting this third quarter as Memphis took it coast to coast off the rebound with a layup scored by Morant. Bounce pass trailing the play over to Brown, and he throws it down with a two-handed flush. 12-point game right now. Brandon Clark inside the key, guarded by Porzingis. Porzingis back in action after heading to the locker room late stage of the second quarter. Scoop score up and in off the backboard with a left-hand layup. Man, he has just been too good in this game so far for Ja Morant. Celtics gotta find answers to stop him defensively. They have no answers right now. Brown went up, Brown got fouled, and Jaylen Brown will shoot 2 here at the free throw line. Just a great sight to see that Porzingis is back on the floor here. I think their referees actually rolled it a non-shooting foul. They rolled it before the shot, the foul occurred, so non-shooting foul. So this means that the Celtics will get the inbound anyway. They'll trade those free throws for a step-back 3 that went down a laser by Jrue Holiday. They rolled it 2. His foot was on the 3-point line. So right now, as it stands, it's a 2 for Jrue Holiday. It was a step back at the top of the key. But according to how they scored it, one of his front feet was on the 3-point line. It looked like his left was behind the 3. Desmond Bane moves it off to the corner. The 3-point shot missed around the rim and out by Jalen Wells. Celtics with a possession. Jaylen Brown dribbles up to the free throw circle. Jaylen drives, dish out to the wing. Holiday, catch and fire. 3, missed off the mark, no good. Follows up with his own offensive rebound. Jrue, outside to the wing, White. White up fake, left baseline, dribbles outside to the left corner. Moves it over to Holiday. Holiday with a bunch of shots today. They're forcing him to become a scorer. Drew down low, rejected by the front part of the rim. That was excellent defense there by Jaren Jackson Jr. as it goes back to Memphis. Ja swings it out to the left corner. Jalen Welch jacked up the shot, missed off the back rim. Tatum collects the defensive rebounds. Let's see here. Ja Morant at the moment, he has gun himself as Porzingis pops up for the three, drills it. Ja Morant's got 19 at the moment. That is huge for KP coming back on the floor. Pops up and takes it, and he makes it from downtown. Double-double by Ja. 19 points, 10 rebounds, 7 assists. I'm going to go with 32 at the end of this game for Ja. He is showing up big time today. Pivot, down low, inside the key. Triple J, over to Ja at the left wing. Ja, handoff, Bane, laces up a three. No good, rattled out. Tatum collects the defensive rebound. Celtics with possession here. Tatum dribbles up, top of the key. Bounce pass behind his back. Sets it up for Porzingis. Zings in another three ball. Oh, he is back here, folks. The whole bench goes wild. The whole crowd goes wild. Good to see the big fella back in action. Thought we lost him for a moment. 70-64 when 9:12 left to go as Memphis burns a timeout. Wow, things have completely changed. Down by 12 a moment ago and now down by 6 in an individual 6-zip run by Kristaps Porzingis. A big firepower spark. They finally start to get some threes going. 18 by Holiday, 10 by Porzingis. Pritchard has 9 off the bench. And now just awaiting for Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum to go off. 8 points by Brown. Tatum's only got 6. And Tatum leads the way in the glass tonight with 8 boards, 5 assists. Yeah, Ja's looking like he's going to hit a triple-double tonight most likely. A big game tonight for Ja Morant. 19 points, 10 rebounds, 7 assists right now. Celtics needed this. Like, they needed this perimeter spark, and they finally got it. If you're doing the stream, smash the thumbs up here. Hit the like, hit the subscribe. And you guys, the legends, real MVPs out here in the stream tonight. Celtics have never led this game. If you're just joining in, the Grizzlies led as many by 14 points at one point. 70-56, and all of a sudden it's 70-64. Porzingis showing up. Celtics aren't quite concerned yet. They just need to find their shot. And they were doing that in the fourth quarter against the Bucks last night. They're in another one of these battles. Last night, they could not find their shot. It was a defensive battle. Tonight, their defense has been leaky. Their defense allowed 66 points in the first half. Yesterday, they could not find their shot. They were saved by their defense that was able to keep them in the game against the Bucks. Tonight, they've had some issues trying to get their top two guys to score buckets. Tatum and Brown still in single digits right now. It's been other players stepping up. And they're down Sam Hauser, doubtful due to abductor tightness for the rest of the game, but finding a way to hang in. Right now, they're finding a way to hang in. Can they find a way to win? That's the question, coming off a back-to-back. They've done it the last 16 out of 17 times against the Grizzlies. They've found ways to win. They haven't lost against Memphis since 2021. That was the last time they lost. An overtime game against Memphis. They've won 10 straight home games at the TD Garden against Memphis. Haven't lost at home since 2013 when they had Jared Sullinger and Jeff Green on their team for Boston. Back to action. Ja with possession. 19 points by Ja. 9 minutes left to go in the third. Pass over to Clark. Floats to the runner. Connects on it for 2 on a mid-range runner. 8-point lead for Memphis. Always seeming to find a response in this game after the Celtics go on a run. 14 points now for Brandon Clark. Tatum dribbles up, drives downhill, triple teamed at the rim. Tatum blocked by Triple J. Just excellent defense in the paint all game long. White falls out of the play. Ja floats it up over the top for Clark. And Clark and Ja connecting together. And Derek White is down a little bit slow to get up. Celtics with possession back, though. Tatum, left baseline dribble. Tatum taking it to the rack. Tatum going up, and he gets fouled. Human dominoes out there as Ja went down. Triple J went down. Tatum went down going up on a layup attempt. And Derek White went down defensively behind Ja on the possession previous. Man, this is a physical game tonight. White slipped on the floor trying to track down Ja in fast break transition. And Joe Mazzulla right now talking to Derek White. Derek White hunched over, grabbing both of his knees. Hopefully no knee issues or anything. Looked like he fell down hard on his knees. Walking a little bit gingerly as well. That's not a good sign. Derek White's a little bit gingerly, but he's going to stay in the game right now. First free throw is good here by Tatum. Yesterday they were down. They found a way. They came back and beat the Bucks. 74-66. Just the Grizzlies have always shut down the door tonight. So Celtics going to make some big responses back and play some defense. That's where it starts with their defense. And if their defense can create stops, it can translate into offense. White on the floor, keeping his feet put right there at the low block. Over to Triple J, floats up the runner over Brown. No good. Tipped off the mark. Porzingis comes down with a defensive rebound. Deflected out of bounds off of Desmond Bane. It will be Celtics basketball. 74-66. Under 8 minutes left to go in the third. This game is flown by tonight. Derek White, the ball handler, slides it off to Brown at the top of the key. Jaylen Brown guarded by Morant 101. Jaylen takes it inside the key. Spin cycle. Kick out corner. Holiday laces up the corner. Three off the rim. No good. A rebound secured by Jared Jackson Jr. Drew Holiday with a bunch of shots. 6 for 22. 4 for 15 from three-point range. The Memphis Grizzlies are stacking the paint, and they're forcing the ball to be left into the corner for Drew Holiday. Ja takes it, and he makes it for the 15-foot J. 10-point lead all over again for Memphis. Celtics quick up the floor with a Holiday who scores in transition for the bucket. Back to an 8-point game now. Desmond Bane running the point. Bane on the floor with Morant, Jaren Jackson Jr., Brandon Clark, and Jalen Wells. A dish out to the corner. Outside it goes back to Bane. Bane at the elbow. Bane's defended by Brown. Bane gives it over to Ja. Left baseline dribble. Ja. Oh my goodness! Ja Morant, no he did not, double clutch, he throws it down behind his back with a two-handed flush. Oh man, 78-68 Brown, still can't dribble with a left hand, that's a big U, it's a turnover, and a two-handed flush by Jalen Wells with a slam dunk. Jaylen Brown in the left hand, it ain't working tonight. It ain't working back in the Eastern Conference Finals either when they lost against the number 8 seed, the Miami Heat, back in 2023. What's working tonight? Ja Morant. Comeback Player of the Year 2025. Get ready for that. 6:39 left to go in the third quarter. Mark it down in the book. Comeback Player of the Year this year goes right to a Ja Morant by a landslide. Ja Morant having a big-time game tonight. Looking for a triple-double, 23, 9-9 right now for points, rebounds, and assists. And he's doing it with efficiency. 23 points tonight in 21 minutes for Ja. And the Celtics paint defense cannot provide enough stops. They keep on being down between a range of 6 to 12. Largest deficit by 14. Asia, welcome back in. Jason, thanks for joining in. We got around 350 plus watching. If you're new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Big ew for the Celtics indeed. Looking real bad right now. Got to get things in order. Coming off a back-to-back. They played a physical game yesterday. Looks like it took a toll out of their system. And big props out to the Memphis Grizzlies. They are exposing the Celtics right now and showing the NBA how to beat Boston. Crowd the paint, kick the ball out to the corner, force Drew Holiday to beat you with shots. And tonight, Drew Holiday has not done it with efficiency, though he has got his points. 20 points by Holiday, but he has missed 16 shots. 7 for 23 from the floor, 4 for 15 from 3. Jason Tatum with 9 shots missed, 0 for 7 from 3, only 8 points right now in this game by Tatum. And the Memphis Grizzlies are forcing Jaylen Brown on a no-go to shoot the basketball tonight. Memphis is crowding the airspace for Jaylen. Tonight, he's limited to 8 points on 4 for 5 shooting and 5 turnovers. Like, they are right up in the grill of Jaylen Brown. They are forcing him to get to the left hand, and they are forcing him to get to his weakness. And this is looking like flashback to 2023 when Jaylen Brown had a tough Game 7 against the Heat in the Eastern Conference Finals. And Ja Morant, no, he did not, with a major slam dunk, a double clutch, eyes behind the back slam dunk, soaring up over Porzingis and Derek White from the side. That was unreal. 80-68. We'll get the score updates when I can as well. We get a lot of games going on, NBA and also college football championship games as well. Tatum, a rainbow and a 3. Swash! Big time shot finally for JT. 9-point game. Superstars take over when the game matters the most. Ja missed the layup. Putbacks there by Brandon Clark. Celtics cannot stop Brandon Clark. Second chance points. Deja vu all over again. 82-71, approaching the midway portion of this third quarter. If you guys enjoy the stream, keep on smashing that thumbs up. Hit the like tonight. Bunch of new viewers out here on the channel. Derek White with a teardrop. Got it to go. Good for the bucket. 9-point game. Memphis with possession. Bane on the floor with Jaren Jackson Jr., Brandon Clark, Jalen Wells, and Ja Morant as Jackson had it stripped out of bounds. It will stay. Grizzlies ball though. Wow, Oregon big time. Thanks for the update there, Jason, over Penn State. Oregon, big time right now over Penn State. Clemson leading SMU 24-7. 82-73. Underneath the hoop, Grizzlies looking for the inbounds. Memphis sends it out to the TD Garden logo at the left wing perimeter. Across the floor, Marcus Smart off to Aldama. Morant on the floor still. Loose ball went off of Bane. Tough shot by Aldama, forcing it up, went down. No call by the referees. Celtics came over the basketball off the block. White on the floor with Pritchard, Tatum, and Porzingis. Also, Keita, the fifth player on the floor. Porzingis, jumper, no good off the glass. Tipped up by Keita. Right to Aldama, though, for the defensive rebound. Aldama on the floor with number 30, Jay Huff, Ja Morant, Marcus Smart, and Desmond Bane. Swash! Santi Aldama knocks down a triple. It's a 12-point lead for Memphis. 85-73. They're shooting 9 for 19 from the perimeter. Celtics over-reliant on 3, just 12 for 37. Derek White off the screen set by Keita. White at the left wing double team. Pass off the roll down. Keita had it stripped. Got it back over to Tatum. Fires a fastball. Porzingis up fake. Drives right past Bane. Soars up to the rim. Porzingis got it to go. And one coming up here at the free throw line for Kristaps Porzingis. Big bucket. +1 for KP. Top of the key, was able to up fake and soar right past Desmond Bane, right at the cup as he met Jay Huff. And able to draw the contact, got the layup and one. One free throw here for Porzingis. Free throw is good. 9-point game. I like to see Peyton Pritchard, see if they can get him some more touches and shot opportunities for him. He's got 9 points with efficiency tonight and 13 minutes on 3 for 4 from the perimeter. He is yet to score in the second half. Just checked in a couple moments ago in this game. Huff pops up for a 3. Halfway down, rattled out. Rebound secured by Tatum here for the Celtics. Tatum. 4:20 left to go in the third. Tatum at the top of the key. Guarded by Huff. 1-on-1 playing iso ball. Finds White. Catch and fire. 3 at the right corner. Missed off the mark. No good by White. The rebound secured by Memphis. Ja Morant driving. Ja at the key. Jumper. Mid-range. No good off the back rim. Tipped over to Pritchard for the long rebound. Here goes Peyton Pritchard on the run out. Up the floor. Finds White. Corner 3. Blocked. At the corner by Aldama. It goes right back over to Memphis. Stolen right from behind by Derek White. Both of these teams hustling big time on the floor. Tatum down by 9, looking to cut it to 7, attacking down right to the rim. Tatum, it's good. Got it and one at the free throw line for Jason Tatum. That's a ton of hang time right there, baby, for JT. 7-point game, chance to cut it to 6. It ain't over till it's over. Still a long time left to go in this game. Jason Tatum finally playing downhill, starting to attack to the rim. What a game. Free throw is good. Kalology, welcome in. Yeah, this was a tough one tonight for the Celtics, coming off a back-to-back tonight. Corner three here by LaRavia. This Memphis team, they got ballers on it. Good from the perimeter by Jake LaRavia. 9-point lead once again. Memphis has led this entire game tonight. Boston, when they've tried to come from behind, Memphis makes big shot after big shot, shutting down the door. Tatum, guarded by his former teammate Smart, one-on-one. DPOY back in 2022. A Tatum one-on-one, step back three over Smart. Tatum, no good off the mark, tipped over to Porzingis for the offensive rebound. Open 3KP, came off the rim short. Aldama collects the defensive rebound. Approaching 3 minutes left to go in the third here. Marcus Smart. Right baseline dribble, guarded by Tatum. Bounce pass corner. Huff gives it over to Aldama at the top. Pippen inside the key. Shovels off to LaRavia. LaRavia drives on. White. LaRavia no good. Bumped by Huff. That sent him off. Page there with a shot attempt and it sent him off guard. Pritchard. Open three. Off the mark. No good. Keita couldn't come up with a tip in and was fouled though from behind. 88-79. Celtics cannot make their threes tonight. Been Brick City for Boston. And Neemias Queta will shoot two at the free throw line. Celtics tonight, 29% from three. Just 12 for 41 from the perimeter. The Memphis Grizzlies, 10 for 21. 2 threes fewer than the Celtics, but they have attempted 23s less. And Memphis taking it to the paint all game long. Grizzlies points in the paint, doubling the Celtics 48-24, plus 7 on the glass, 40-33. First one is good by Keita. Kentucky Gonzaga, that will tip off at 10 o'clock Eastern. So it tips off in around 10 minutes or 20 minutes, Jason. Second free throw, no good by Keita. Got deflected out of bounds off the Grizzlies. Last, though, it will stay Celtics basketball with 2:42 in the third. Oklahoma looking good, leading Alcorn State 82-62. Ole Miss leading Lindenwood 75-47 right now. So those are the only two teams ranked that's playing, and then Gonzaga, Kentucky tips off in under 20 minutes. NBA score updates right now at the moment. This is embarrassing for the Denver Nuggets. The Washington Wizards pick up their third win of the season, beating Denver tonight 122-113. Denver drops to 11-10 overall. The Wizards are now 3-18. Here's the numbers. Nikola Jokic, 56 points, 16 rebounds, 8 assists. 56 points by Nikola Jokic. Basically half the points that his team scored out of the 113, and the Denver Nuggets lose against the Washington Wizards. That's embarrassing. The number 2 scorer for Denver tonight had 18 points by Julian Strawder. Nikola Jokic, 56 points in 39 minutes. 22 for 38 from the floor. 3 for 5 from 3. 9 for 13 at the free throw line. 16 rebounds, 8 assists. That is insane. 56 points in 39 minutes. That is wild. Michael Porter Jr. crapped the bed tonight. 11 points in 36 minutes. Christian Brown was the number 3 scorer with 14 behind Strawder, who had 18. That is terrible. I streamed the Nuggets against the Cavs on Thursday, and after Jokic, they had 0 production out of anybody else. They did not have Jamal Murray nor Aaron Gordon play tonight, but that is just devastating. Porzingis heading to the free throw line, makes the free throw 88-81. And the Celtics will get the basketball back too. That's a huge break right now in this game. Memphis rolled on a foul that gave the Celtics a free throw and the ball right back. 7-point game. This could be a switch opportunity. Tatum sends it off to Pritchard. Queta at the elbow. Queta got to get it away. He does. Into the hands to Holiday. 6 in the shot clock. Holiday towards his left, becoming a shooter tonight in this game, but not on efficiency as he misses rim short. Rebound back to Memphis. Memphis with a textbook game tonight. Defensively limiting the Celtics. Smart drives in Porzingis. Dish out on top. Triple J with a 3. No good. A big rebound. Snatched away by Queta. Rebound by Queta up the floor. Tatum missed the layup. Right to Porzingis, though, as he throws it down with a two-handed putback jam. A second chance points by KP. 5-point game. This is as close as it's become in a long time. Celtics have never led tonight. Jaren Jackson Jr. missed the layup over Porzingis. Rebound secured by Queta. Celtics with the ball on a 10-3 run right now in the last 3 minutes. Tatum guarded by LaRavia around the perimeter. Tatum gets right past LaRavia. Here he goes right to the cup. Tatum blocked from the side. Loose ball. Holiday comes down with it. Holiday off the Pritchard. Takes the 3. Oh, he hits it. Bang, bang, baby. PP. Peyton Pritchard rips down the 3. It's a 2-point game. 88-86. It ain't over till it's over. The Boston Celtics struggling all night long. 50-50 ball goes right back to Boston, and Peyton Pritchard, his over-under tonight on the prop points line, just 12.5. After a big goose egg yesterday with 0, he bounces back in a big way. 3-point make number 4. His over-under for me, 3s tonight at just 2.5. No bueno. We're taking the over. We're cashing in the over, baby. 2-point game right now. 1:36 left to go in the third. Celtics right back in it. They have never led tonight. Peyton Pritchard, an absolute gym rats. Whenever nothing goes right in the game prior, working hard to do it in the next game after. Done exactly that tonight. This dude, Peyton Pritchard, pays players in the offseason, overseas international players, to come to Cape Cod, Massachusetts and train with him in the summer. He gets up at 4 in the morning in the summer playing basketball. He gets up 4 in the morning, rain or shine, snowstorm, 0-degree temperatures, 100-degree heat wave, wildfires in the area out in Westland, Oregon, and he's up at 4 in the morning during his high school days balling out. Picked up the number 26 draft pick in 2020. Only 6 feet tall. He can ball out. Dropped 92 points in the Pro-Am game a couple years ago. Ja, back to action. Knocks it down for another 3. That silences the Celtics run. 91-86 now. 400 plus in the stream. If you guys are new in the channel, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. You guys, the real legends, MVPs, and we haven't even gotten into the fourth quarter. Pritchard at the left wing, moves it outside to Queta. Handoff, Holiday off the dribble, handoff. Holiday finds Queta off the roll down. Queta scores up and off the backboard. Oh, beautiful roll down right there by Neemias Queta with an assist by Drew Holiday. Celtics have never led tonight. 20 points by Drew with 3 assists, 16 by Porzingis, 14 by Tatum, only 8 by Brown. White has 10 off the bench. Pritchard has 12. Corner 3 missed by Smart, and LaRavia called in the over-the-back foul. It will be Celtics basketball. 47 seconds remaining. Oh my, have the tables turned in this one. Great test tonight for Boston. The Memphis Grizzlies, a record of 7-1 in their previous 8 games. They are tied for second place in the West, alongside the Mavs, who have won 6 games in a row, and the Rockets, all tied with a 15-8 record for number 2, chasing down the OKC. Peyton Pritchard at the free throw line now in the bonus. That was the 5th foul committed by Memphis this quarter, and that is a rare mistake by Pritchard as he missed the first free throw. And Peyton Pritchard shooting around 90% this season at the free throw line. Second one's good. Celtics perfect 4-0 on back-to-backs in the second night of a back-to-back this season. They have never led, but here they go once again in another bloodbath physical battle, finding a way. Down by just 2. Morant jacks up the 3. Got another one. Ja Morant tonight, just so good. So good. Comeback player of the year. Big time this season in 2025. Step back 3 in the air. Pritchard off the mark, no good. Loose ball foul charged to Memphis by Jackson Jr. And this will set up the Celtics once again at the free throw line, and the bonus Porzingis will be the one taking free throws. Jake LaRavia, the guilty party. It was rolled on LaRavia. Jackson Jr. was in the area. Foul trouble tonight looks like this from Memphis. 3 personal fouls by Brandon Clark. 4 personal fouls off the bench by Jay Huff. 2 each by Desmond Bane, Jaren Jackson Jr., Jalen Wells, and Scottie Pippen Jr. Ja with just 1 foul tonight. Celtics personal foul trouble. 3 by Porzingis. Everybody else with 2, 1, or 0. Tatum has 2. What a game. We got like 500 watching right now. You guys, the real legends, MVPs in the stream. Hit us up in the chat who you guys like to win this one tonight here. Celtics or Grizzlies. Type it in. Porzingis goes 0 for 2 at the free throw line. That's a big U right there by Kristaps Porzingis. Missing both of the free throws. This could decide the game. Missed free throws. Celtics 16 for 22 tonight. Grizzlies 10 for 13. Ja takes the 3. No good. Skipped around the rim and out. Rebound secured by Tatum. Tatum in the waning seconds left to go in the third quarter. Tatum bursts the speed, dribbles up, bounce pass underneath. Holiday shovels to Keita. 3 seconds left. Keita blocked at the rim by Jackson Jr. Loose ball. And the Celtics cannot get a shot off in time. A block city by Triple J tonight. That's his 3rd block in the game as we close out at the end of the third quarter. Physical, big-time battle. Celtics have won the last 16 out of 17. The last time that the Boston Celtics lost a game at home inside a TD Garden against the Memphis Grizzlies, I was a senior in high school. I started streaming 5 years ago at the age of around 24. I just turned 29 a couple months ago. 11 years ago was the last time Memphis won a game inside a TD Garden. The Celtics had Jared Sullinger, Jeff Green, Avery Bradley, Brandon Bass, and Jordan Crawford. That was their starting 5 back in 2013 for that game. What a game tonight. About to get ready for the fourth quarter coming up. We'll see what happens once we get back to the fourth quarter. We just finished up the third, so we'll see if Jalen's out there starting off the fourth quarter. So 12 more minutes left to go. Celtics have never led tonight here. Absolutely an insane game. The Celtics have won 6 straight against the Grizzlies. They won 10 straight at home. 16-1 in their last 17. If you're new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit that like, hit that subscribe. If anybody's interested, feel free to check out the Behind Your Basketball channel memberships. That link is pinned in the chat. It's as low as $1.99 per month. If anybody's interested in becoming a channel member, it gets you shout-outs at the end of each and every single one of my live streams that I do cover. So we have over 15-plus channel members currently. Christmas right around the corner. If anybody's interested in Behind the Arc Basketball merchandise, that link is posted in the chat. It's also in the description of this video as well. We get a lot of cool stuff over there on the merchandise site. Short sleeve shirts, long sleeve shirts, iPhone cases, pillows, stickers, sweatshirts. Check it out if you guys would like. NBA scoreboard updates right now. A bunch of games have already gone final. Cleveland winners earlier today over the Hornets, 116-102. The Cavs, NBA best record of 21-3 right now. Evan Mobley, career high 41 points this afternoon for Cleveland. How about rock bottom for the 2023 NBA champions, the Denver Nuggets? Nikola Jokic, 56 points, 16 rebounds, and 8 assists in 39 minutes, and the Denver Nuggets lost against the Washington Wizards. The 3-18 Wizards, 122-113 tonight. Thunder take care of business against the Pelicans, winning 119-109. Missed floater starting off the fourth quarter off the rim, short by Jaren Jackson Jr. 5 on the floor for the Celtics look like this as they have the basketball. Jaylen Brown, Neemias Queta, Peyton Pritchard, Luke Cornett, and Drew Holiday. Tatum currently on the bench alongside White. Pritchard inside a key jumper, mid-range, connects on it. Peyton Pritchard, good for 2. Peyton Pritchard surpasses his over-under player prop points total tonight of 12.5 points. He is now up to 15 at the moment in a 3-point game. Down low, Jaylen Brown picks up the foul. Defending Jaren Jackson Jr. And this was on the floor, according to the referees, so no shots. So this will be an inbound coming up from Memphis. Marcus Smart, Jaren Jackson Jr., Ja Morant, Jalen Wells, Brandon Clark. That's the 5 in the court currently for the Grizzlies starting off the fourth. Ja, left baseline dribble, working on Akeda. Crossover at the low block, shovels underneath Clark, and Ja stepped onto the baseline. It's a turnover. Celtics with momentum right now. They have yet to lead this game tonight. They have yet to be in a tie game since it was 0-0. My birthday is October 20th, so I turned 29 on October 20th. 94-91, 11 minutes left to go. Pritchard sends it off to Brown towards his right. Top of the key, Jaylen Brown steps into an open three, and he buries it. Bang, bang, Jaylen Brown rattles in the triple. Tie game since the first time was 0-0. Celtics have never led, and Jaylen Brown collects the defensive rebound. Yesterday, Celtics were trailing 99-95 with 3 minutes left to go. They come from behind. They won 111-105. Bang, 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 bang. Payton Pritchard, top of the key from the parking lot, drills the three. Payton Pritchard rising up from the great Blue Hills, knocking it down. That man, just an absolute bucket getter. First lead of the game for the Boston Celtics. 10:31 left to go. Perfect 4-0 on the second day of a back-to-back. Looking to stay perfect tonight in prime time on a Saturday night. Payton Pritchard, the ultimate gym rat, plays former NBA players who now play overseas. He pays those guys to come to Cape Cod, Massachusetts in the offseason to improve his game and make him better. In July and August, it is paying off in a big way right now. Payton Pritchard running basketball camps this past summer on Cape Cod over at Harwich and Brewster. Payton Pritchard, just absolute Celtics legend right now. Big time PP. 18 points in 19 minutes. Payton Pritchard, the numbers show for you. Whenever this dude is playing in a back-to-back, take the over. Take the over points. Take the over threes whenever the Celtics play in a back-to-back, because he is smashing those numbers. Payton Pritchard on the second night of a back-to-back, he is averaging 22.5 points per game on 52% from three. He has a higher offensive efficiency than Nikola Jokic. He is number 1 in the NBA in offensive efficiency in the month of November into the month of October. He is number 1 ahead of number 2 in Nikola Jokic, which dropped down 56 points in a loss against the 3-18 Wizards tonight. Just insane what Payton Pritchard has done. Yesterday had nothing on the board. Tonight knows that that's unacceptable, comes out, and the absolute bucket getter drops 19 with 10.5 minutes left. $97-94. Payton Pritchard tonight came to play. 5 made threes. Jaylen Brown started to rise up as well. He has 11 for JB on 5 for 6 shooting. Jason Tatum double-double, 14 points, 10 rebounds, 6 assists. Celtics with 6 guys in double figures scoring after a very, very off night shooting, hovering in the 20s for percentage shooting. They're all of a sudden up to 32.6% at 15 for 46. Not a good percentage from three-point range, but yesterday they shot 32%, and it was enough to have them withstand Milwaukee and pick up the come-from-behind win. All about resiliency. Celtics tonight doing it. 8-zip run last minute. Back to action. Memphis with possession. Morant hands it off to the left wing over to Scottie Pippen Jr. Bounce pass, looking to thread the needle off to Morant. Broke it up out of bounds, though, off the Celtics. This has been one of the most successful streams so far this entire season. If you guys enjoy the content, keep on hitting that thumbs up. Smash that like, hit that subscribe. Helps out a ton with this video being found on YouTube. You guys are the absolute legends, real MVPs out on the channel. Hit us up in the chat who you guys want to win here, Celtics or Grizzlies. Jaren Jackson Jr. inside the paint. He scores up and through with a left-hand layup. 97-96, Celtics with the possession. Brown dribbles up to the mid-block. Jaylen Brown shovels out to the wing. Pritchard takes the three. Got another one, baby! Peyton Pritchard, a laser, rips it down to shoot for another triple. First one to 100 goes to the Celtics. They have trailed 99.5% of this game, but guess what? They got the largest lead tonight, up by 4. Celtics came up with a rebound. Cornette in the corner. Off the glass, no good. The rebound gets tracked down by Memphis. Grizzlies with possession. Josh shovels over to Triple J. Jackson Jr. inside the key. Fell down. Bumped into by Keita, though, as Keita picks up the reach-in foul. 9:44 left. Big time tonight. Peyton Pritchard off the catch, fire, laser. Knocking down threes. 6 for 9 from the perimeter. 21 for Peyton Pritchard for his points tonight. His player prop total was so disrespectful. 12.5 points. Only 2.5 made threes for his player prop bet tonight. He's so good on the second night of a back-to-back. Jay Huff makes the three. 199. 1-point game. Next live will probably be on Monday. Knicks against the Raptors at 7. I think it's at 7:30. It's in the 7 o'clock hour. I'll be live for the NBA Cup games for Tuesday. Wednesday I'm working late at work, so I'm not sure just yet if I'll be live on Wednesday. Up and good by Drew Holiday. Got it to go, and one coming up as well at the free throw line for Drew. Drew has done a bunch of shots for shots tonight that he has shot. He's forced to become a scorer, but he has got big buckets for him. Drew Holiday has he's the ultimate winner. Drew Holiday with some big time buckets. One shot here. He's got 22 by Drew Holiday. Tatum tonight been silent most of the night scoring wise, as Holiday up to 23 buries the free throw. Tatum's got 14 points, 10 rebounds, 6 assists tonight. So he has done it on the glass as Jaren Jackson Jr. gets fouled from the side here by Keita. Keita's going to be careful with his fouls. That is now his third. So Neemias Keita picks up his third. Porzingis and Keita each with 3 fouls. 3 personal fouls by Brandon Clark. Jay Huff has 4 from Memphis, the only player with 4. 2 shots coming up here by Jaren Jackson Jr. Yeah, Peyton Pritchard right now is the runaway 6th man of the year. First shot is no good. Missed off the mark by Jackson Jr. Jason Tatum currently on the bench at the moment. Same as Ja Morant from Memphis. Celtics with Luke Cornette, Jaylen Brown, Drew Holiday, Neemias Keita, and Peyton Pritchard as their 5. Second free throw is good by Jaren Jackson Jr. Approaching 9 minutes left to go. Pritchard is running the point. Pritchard crosses midcourt, working on Scottie Pippen Jr. Screen gets set by Keita. Pritchard one-on-one guarded by Pippen Jr. Slides it off to Brown, coming off the screen. Brown sends it up. No good. Rattled out as he was soaring up around the ring of the rim and out, though. Huff drives right past Cornette. Stripped of the bounds off Cornette. He got fouled, though. It was not a clean strip. Yeah, White's on the bench as well. So Tatum and White are both on the bench currently. And if you guys are looking for Sam Hauser has yet to play since the first half. For him, he had an abductor tightness for Sam Hauser, doubtful to return due to right abductor tightness, so he has yet to come back into the game since the first half. First free throw good by Memphis. Victor, thanks for joining in. Julius, welcome to the stream. Appreciate everybody for being a part of the channel. Type in the chat who you guys like to win this one here. Celtics or Grizzlies. Jay Huff buries both of the free throws. Celtics with possession. Jaylen Brown crosses the midcourt logo. Tatum and White still on the bench currently. Jaylen at the top of the key, dribbles up to the elbow. Jaylen working one-on-one on Jay Huff, and Jaylen blocked by Jay Huff. No call by the referees. Grizzlies come back with the basketball here. Outside to the top, Clark flings it off to Huff. Draws the double team over to Bane at the top of the key. Sends it out to the wing to Pippen. Pippen drives inside. Pippen, ball fake. Pippen, double team. Pippen, got it. Off the turnaround for 2. It's a 1-point lead for Memphis. 104-103. Timeout taken on the floor by Joe Mazzulla for Boston. This game's coming down to the wire tonight here, folks. A 1-point game. The Celtics have won 10 in a row at home against Memphis. What a game indeed. If you guys are new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe, ring that notification bell as well. Yes, Tatum will be coming back in. He was just getting a breather on a bench alongside Derek White. Both should be back in very, very soon. Tatum with just 14 tonight, 10 rebounds. Here's a thing to keep in mind. If you guys are sports betting guys out there, Jason Tatum is not that great on the second night of a back-to-back. So if you're looking for Jason Tatum to have a big game on the second night of a back-to-back, I would consider taking the under. The player to go upwards, take the over on night 2 of a back-to-back, take Peyton Pritchard all day. Take Peyton Pritchard. He is averaging 22.5 points per game on 53% shooting from 3 on night 2 of a back-to-back for Peyton Pritchard. I'll check the Celtics schedule and see here when they're going to be playing their next back-to-back, but go all out on Peyton Pritchard made threes. Peyton Pritchard over points and over made threes on the second night of a back-to-back. Celtics play their next back-to-back January 3rd at Houston. So January 2nd, they're at Minnesota. January 3rd, they're at Houston. So that's the next time they play a back-to-back. So yeah, definitely would consider taking Peyton Pritchard, starting the new year at Houston in that game on over the points total. Also against the Hawks on January 18th. Celtics got a back-to-back January 17th, January 18th, Orlando, and then Atlanta. Both their home games, they're playing a back-to-back. That's another good opportunity. Alongside the 25th and 26th of January at the Raptors and then at the Pistons. That's another chance in a back-to-back. Celtics have back-to-backs coming up in none in March, none in April. So they have 3 second-night back-to-backs remaining on their schedule. Yeah, appreciate it here. Sport Conflict on the stream. Steve, welcome in. Lopes on the channel. Thanks for joining in from Portugal. You guys, the legends out here on the stream. Jason Tatum is really good on 3+ days of rest. So I get a feeling he's going to have a humongous game the next time the Celtics play. The next time the Celtics play isn't until Thursday. Jason Tatum's averaging around 35 points per game on 3 nights or greater of rest. And they get a lot of time to rest up before their next game, which will be on Thursday against Detroit, because they get the NBA Cup games earlier on this week. 104-103, 8:20 left to go. Celtics with a possession. Cornette floats the pass over to Holiday. Holiday at the left wing. He's off a double team. Now working one-on-one on Pippen. Slides it off to the corner to Pritchard. Pritchard, a flame thrower tonight from the perimeter. Pritchard dribbles up to the elbow. Step back 3 in the air over LaRavia. Off the mark, no good. Tipped off the glass a little bit too strong. Missed by Cornette. And the Grizzlies collect the defensive rebounds. Memphis with possession. Triple J right down the lane over. Kada got the bucket with a left-hand finish. 3-point lead now for Memphis. 7-zip run by the Grizzlies last minute and a half. Celtics, 7:45 left to go in the fourth with a possession. Holiday on the floor with Kada, Brown, Cornette, and Pritchard. They still don't have Tatum on the floor currently. Holiday, step back 3, too long. Missed it off the back rim. Huff secures the right arm rebound. Jay Huff, Jaren Jackson Jr., Jake LaRavia, Desmond Bain, the 5th player on the floor, with Scottie Pippen Jr. Morant and Tatum both on the bench, same as Derek White for the Celtics, as well as Jaren Jackson Jr. buries a 3. 6-point lead, a roller coaster of a game here. 21.7 rebounds and 8 for 14 shooting by Triple J tonight. Brown, edge of the midcourt logo. Memphis has not won since 2013 against the Celtics inside the TD Garden. And we got a tie up here on the floor as Brown lost the basketball. 6:59 left. What a battle. Got to give props out to the Grizzlies, because this team could very well go far in the playoffs. Like, this is a signature opportunity for them, and they're taking advantage of it tonight right now. They got the blueprint all over on how to defend the Celtics tonight. Drew Holiday will take a seat on the bench. Porzingis comes back in. Tatum comes back in. Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, Luke Cornett, Peyton Pritchard, Kristaps Porzingis. That's the 5 on the floor. Jump ball at midcourt, won by the Celtics. Celtics with possession. Tatum at the elbow. Tatum rises for the jumper. Deep 2. No good off the mark. Huge offensive rebound by the smallest guy in the gym, Peyton Pritchard. Tatum kick out to the wing. Brown up fake. Dribbles up. Right baseline dribble. Jaylen Brown right to the cup. He scores. Up and in off the backboard, baby. And one coming up in the free throw line for Jaylen Brown. Big time play right there, driving at the wing, absorbing the contact, and got it to go for the layup for Jaylen. 4-point game with 6:42 remaining. Jaylen only with 13 tonight. The Grizzlies have had the full blueprint on limiting Jaylen as a scorer and getting him to be a playmaker. The free throw is no good. He's had some issues with free throws in the past. Celtics have missed 7 free throws, and that's the difference between leading and losing this game tonight. Jackson at the free throw circle, floats up the runner, got another one for Triple J. 111-105. Celtics having difficulty all night long defending the mid-range. Brown outside of Tatum into the hands of Porzingis. Their big 3 around the perimeter all together. Porzingis' pass got kicked by Huff as the whistle blows. Joe, thanks for joining in. Zane, appreciate it for being a part of the stream. Zarice, welcome in. Ricardo, welcome on board. We got a bunch of people, almost 700 watching. If you're new in the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe, ring the notification bell as well. 111-105. Celtics will get the inbound. Near side of the front court. Tatum, the inbound passer, sends it off to Porzingis. Porzingis puts the ball into the hands to Tatum at the left wing perimeter. Guarded by LaRavia, 101 on the outside. 8 on the shot clock. Tatum dribbles up, drives, head full of steam downhill. Oh, he lost the basketball. Kicked, though, inside the key by Memphis. So the whistle again blows. Shot clock resets back to 14, 6:02 in the game clock. Tatum was very, very lucky. I was about to explode with a major big ew if he had turned over that basketball. Lucky for him, it was kicked by Memphis inside the key. Celtics will have the possession once again. Tatum inbound to Brown at the low block. Brown, turnaround jumper, a tough one. Oh, he hits it right over Bane for the deep 2. Turnaround J by JB. 4-point game right now. Memphis with a possession. Top of the key, Jackson. He has had his way all day with a floater game, and he got it once again for 2. Jaren Jackson Jr. with a floater game all night long. 25 points, 8 rebounds with 3 blocks. Porzingis sends it off to White. White laces up the 3 straight away off the back rim too long. A rebound collected by Bane. Underneath the hoop, though, Porzingis got knocked down. It's going to be a loose ball foul. Charge to Memphis out of the play. Brandon Clark pushing down Porzingis when it clearly should have been Memphis basketball and a run out with a rebound. That's a crusher right there for the Grizzlies. Instead, the Celtics will have the inbounds. Down by 6 for Boston. Tatum inbounds to White. Outside Porzingis pops up. Open 3. KP off the rim. No good. Huge offensive rebound. Snatched down by Brown with a putback. It is good for Jaylen Brown. 4-point game. Jaylen, couple big buckets recently. Pippen down low. Pippen lost it. Pippen stripped out of bounds according to the referees off Porzingis. And Porzingis is signaling challenge. We'll see if Joe Mazzulla elects the challenge. On the ball that was lost out of bounds by Pippen, the refs rolled it off Porzingis' body out of bounds. We're going to have a challenge here taken by Joe Mazzulla for Boston. 5:15 left to go in the fourth quarter. The Celtics will challenge possession of this basketball. What a game. Derek White was on the floor. He had missed a critical 3, so he was on the floor a couple moments ago. He had been out for most of the fourth quarter on the bench, but he was back in on the floor. Tonight, White with just 10 points on 3 for 8 shooting. Jaren Jackson Jr. and Ja Morant have really crushed the Celtics D tonight inside the paint. 29 by Ja, very close to a triple-double. 8 rebounds, 9 assists. Jaren Jackson Jr. smashing the Celtics with his floater game today. 25 points on 10 for 16 shooting with 8 boards and 3 blocks and 3 steals by Triple J. 18 by Brandon Clark on 90% from the floor. 9 for 10 tonight for Brandon Clark. Off the bench, Jay Huff with 10 points. Celtics defense has been porous inside the paint, 58-36. The Grizzlies lead points in the paint in this game. They lead the NBA in 2-point makes. (113-109). Peyton Pritchard, an absolute flamethrower tonight with 7 made threes, 21 points. Still awaiting word on the loose ball by Scottie Pippen, if it was out of bounds off him or if it touched Porzingis. Pippen lost it out of bounds at the baseline. Porzingis signaling challenge, and we're just awaiting this call on the floor. Taking my drink at the same time that Joe Mazzulla just took his drink on the screen. That's interesting. Okay, so Celtics will get possession. It has been ruled by the officials that it was out of bounds off of Scottie Pippen Jr. Celtics won the challenge. Celtics will get the... Or no, check that. They reversed it. It looked like the Celtics were going to inbound it. It will go back to the Grizzlies, though. Grizzlies will get the inbound. Celtics lost the challenge. Celtics were about to set up, and they gave it to the Grizzlies. No, Jackson, a runner off the spin move. Got it. He has been unstoppable. Jaren Jackson Jr., 27 on 11 for 17 shooting. Celtics with a possession. Porzingis pops up for a three. Got it to go. Rattles in for KP. 115-112. Under 5 minutes left to go. What a game between these two teams. Ja Morant drives on the white. Jumper, mid-range. Morant, no good off the mark. Rebound secured by Tatum. Chance to tie with a made three right here. Tatum dribbles up the floor, drives, attacks inside the paint, right to the rim. He scores right past LaRavia with a left-hand layup. 1 point game right now, 115-114. Memphis with possession. LaRavia on the floor with Bane, Morant, Clark, and Jackson. Jumper's good, and a mid-ranger by Desmond Bane. Back and forth we go. Celtics with their 5 on the floor. Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, Peyton Pritchard, Derek White, Kristaps Porzingis. Brown, top of the key. Dribbles up to the elbow, defended by Morant, 1-on-1. Brown backs his way, kick out, corner. Up fake, Porzingis got blocked on a 3 by Bane. Over to White, though, underneath the hoop, was able to come up with a basketball. And a foul charge to Brandon Clark. That's now the 4th picked up charge to Memphis in this 4th quarter. Both teams with 4 personal fouls in this 4th quarter right now. What a battle. The Memphis Grizzlies have led 99% of this game. The Celtics have barely led tonight, just 1% this entire game. Derek White, top of the key. Derek White slides it off to Tatum. Tatum dribbles, attacks the rack. Tatum couldn't finish. Oh, he got fouled. Jason Tatum will shoot 2, coming up at the free throw line. Slice defenders right to the cup, soaring up. He did miss the layup, but he did get fouled. So 2 shots coming up here at the charity stripe for Tatum. It is Jaren Jackson Jr. who picks up the shooting foul. Got to be careful about these fouls right here from Memphis. 5 personal fouls by Brandon Clark. 4 by Triple J. 4 by Jay Huff. Everybody else with 2, 1, or 0. Foul trouble for the Celtics. 3 personal fouls by Porzingis. 3 off the bench by Keita. Jason Tatum, 2 free throws. First one, no good. Celtics Brick City tonight at the free throw line. If they make their free throws, they win this game. It's costing them the game. 18 for 26 at the free throw line. 69%. Second one is good. 2 point game right now, leaving 8 free throws off the board. Memphis, 13 for 17, 76.5% tonight at the free throw line. 3:45 remaining. Memphis with a possession. Desmond Bane dribbles up top of the free throw circle, slides it over to Morant. Corner 3, off the mark, no good. Tatum collects the defensive rebound. 17, 12, and 9 for points, rebounds, and assists for Tatum. Brown accelerates, skip pass, left wing Porzingis. Extra pass, Tatum for the lead, off the back rim, no good. Missed the 3, and a rebound at the baseline secured by Morant. Huge collision as Jaren Jackson and Kristaps Porzingis get tangled up underneath. No call with the referees. We continue. Morant, dump off underneath. Oh, what a huge block right there, taken away by Porzingis. Tatum broke it up, stole away by LaRavia. What a game here. Memphis drives, attacks, downhill. Morant, up fake, underneath, circus shots, and he got fouled. 3:02 left to go. Porzingis picks up the shooting foul. 2 shots coming up here at the free throw line for Ja Morant. What a game. If you're new on the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe. We get a bunch of people joining in. 900 plus. You guys, the real legends, MVPs out here on the channel. Make sure to hit that like, hit that subscribe, ring the notification bell as well to be part here on future live streams. I cover NBA games, college basketball games. You guys, absolute legends on the stream. Ja Morant buries the free throws. 119-115. 3 minutes left to go. Celtics with a possession. Tatum, edge of the midcourt logo, swings it outside. Porzingis, as his three came off the rim, short tip to the bounds off of Derek White. It will go back to Memphis. Crushing for Boston right now. They were down by this amount of points margin with 3 minutes left to go. Came back against Milwaukee. Gonna tip your cap over to the Memphis Grizzlies. This team has played a fantastic game tonight, and Desmond Bane rips down the three. 122-115. Celtics in trouble, down by 7. 2.5 left to go. Tatum at the left wing. Tatum dribbles up low. Block, puts up the shot. Huge rejection by Jaren Jackson Jr. as he comes up with a block, and Memphis has the basketball. Ja outside to the wing. Triple J been the player of the game tonight. Jackson floats to the runner. Came off the rim. Short, no good. A rebound secured by White. Celtics gotta go. White, crossover at the wing. Porzingis pops up for the three. Off the mark, no good. They cannot make their threes right now. Stone cold, shooting off the coast of the Arctic Ocean right now for the Celtics, going into a massive scoring drought. 56 attempted threes tonight. You gotta start taking much more twos as Desmond Bane drops it into the bucket for the layup. 124-115, 140 left to go. 7-zip run in the last minute and a half for Memphis. Gotta go if you're Boston. You're down by 9. Brown, a lot of dribbling. Brown takes the three. Bullseye, he hits it. Jaylen Brown puts his team winning 6. Minute and a half left to go, though. It's too much time coming off the clock. 20 points by Jaylen Brown. Jaren Jackson Jr. pushes off Brown. No call with the referees, though. The runner missed off the mark. Huge offensive rebound return by Brandon Clark. Derek White pokes it to the backcourt. Morant picks it up with a loose ball. Morant, 5 of the shot clock. Skip pass. Right wing. Open 3. Bane off the rim. Short. Another offensive rebound by Memphis. This Boston Celtics team cannot box out to save their lives. 18 rebounds last night to Bobby Portis. Celtics getting destroyed on the glass tonight. 51-49. It seems like it's much more like plus 25 for a margin on the glass, not plus 2. 57 seconds left to go. The last time that the Memphis Grizzlies beat the Boston Celtics at the TD Garden was 11 years ago. Ja Morant at the free throw line in the bonus shooting 2. First free throw was missed. The starting 5 for the Celtics that game was Jeff Green, Jared Sullinger, Avery Bradley, Brandon Bass, and Jordan Crawford. I was a senior in high school. Now I'm 29 years old. Second free throw good. 7-point game, 57 seconds left. Celtics with a possession. Jaylen Brown jacks up a quick 3 off the rim, no good. Pritchard secures an offensive rebound. Pritchard, as he gets pushed off by Morant. Morant picks up the reach and foul. And Pritchard will have free throws coming up. 2 shots at the free throw line. Ja Morant tonight, very close to a triple-double. 32 points, 9 rebounds, 9 assists, 27 by Jaren Jackson Jr. getting into the mid-range. First one is no good. Pritchard misses another rare free throw. Celtics been horrific from the free throw line tonight. Absolutely horrific. This is the 5th game win in a 7-day span for the Celtics. Second free throw is good. 6-point game. 19 for 28 at the free throw line. Look back at the game, you look back at missed free throws and a bunch of missed threes. So many missed threes. The Celtics in total took 58 threes. They only made 18. 35 seconds left. Morant slows it down. 5 of the shot clock. Celtics need to stop to continue. Morant, his pass broken up out of bounds with 2 seconds on the shot clock. It will stay Memphis ball. 27 seconds left. The only way that you can possibly come back in this game, at least force overtime, is forcing a stop here and drilling a quick 3. Down by 6. Underneath the hoop. The Grizzlies about to get the inbound. Morant will be the inbound passer. 2 seconds on the shot clock. Looking for the inbound. Bounce pass underneath. Broken up by Pritchard with 1.8. 26.6 seconds left. They'll get another inbound coming up. .6 seconds left to go. Morant, the inbound passer underneath. Lob. Off the fingertips of Clark, he turned it over. Here goes Jaylen Brown, head full of steam. Dunks it down with a 2-handed flush. 21.7 seconds left to go. Exactly what needed to happen, just like that game 1 against the Pacers in the Eastern Conference Finals. There is life for the Boston Celtics. 125-121. Celtics were down with 16 seconds left by 4 points against the Pacers. In Game 1 of the Eastern Conference Finals, they find themselves down by 4 with 21.7 seconds left to go as Memphis tried to go in for a lob. It got deflected. Jaylen Brown took it in for the steal and went coast to coast for the slam dunk. If you guys are new to the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe here. You guys, the real legends, MVPs. Let's get that 1K hype out here on the stream. Almost at 200 likes as well. Incredible. 1K hype out here in the chat, everybody. Ja Morant, very close to a triple-double. 32 points, 9 rebounds, 9 assists. Jaren Jackson Jr. with 27, 18 by Brandon Clark. Those are the 3 guys that's crushed the Celtics tonight. For the Celtics, nobody has really taken over the game. 23 points by Drew Holiday. That's on very low efficiency on 8 for 26 shooting, 4 for 17 from 3. The Memphis Grizzlies got the blueprint on the Celtics offense and have forced drives and kicks out to Holiday, the corner shooter, to take those corner threes, and he kept on missing them tonight. 22 points by Jaylen Brown, 19 by Porzingis, 17 by Tatum, 10 by White. Off the bench, Pritchard has buried 7 threes. He's got 22 points. 125-121. Memphis, near side front court, about to get the inbound. Marcus Smart, inbound passer. Sends it over to Jaren Jackson Jr. And did they get the tie up here for the Celtics? No, they could not. The Grizzlies got the timeout in time. Very close to forcing a jump ball tie-up for the Boston Celtics. That was perfect defense off the inbound. Derek White, Kristaps Porzingis forcing a trap. Oh, they did get it. Wow, they did get it there, so they got the tie-up. 19 seconds left to go. Celtics did indeed get the tie-up. The Grizzlies were looking to burn timeout. They couldn't get it for the timeout, though. They couldn't burn the timeout. Couldn't get the timeout in time. The jump ball tipped out of bounds. Huge collision! Oh, at the scores table. Desmond Bane goes crashing front row right into the NBC Sports Boston crew, and Brian Scalabrine takes out a television monitor in the process, and this will be Boston Celtics basketball. Porzingis tips it up. Bane tried to save it. Bane, and according to the referees, it was last touched out of bounds by Memphis as Bane went crashing right into Drew Carter and Brian Scalabrine, hitting the deck right over the NBC Boston TV monitors. Holy moly. Celtics still with life right now. 16.6 seconds left to go as we go on a brief delay here in this game as the teams have been called over towards their sidelines so they can fix the TV broadcast to get this game back on the TV broadcast. Right now, the monitors are not working for Brian Scalabrine and Drew Carter because Desmond Bane, off the jump ball tip, tried to save it. Him and Derek White, and Bane came crashing down right into the NBC Sports Boston television crew. Celtics took the timeout. It has been ruled. According to the refs, they pointed in the Celtics' direction for possession. The referees are looking at the monitor right now to confirm this possession. Initial whistle, they pointed in the Celtics' direction, thought that Bane had touched the basketball. Yeah, there looks like there's a fingertip right there. It depends on who was it, though. Was it White from behind or Bane out in front? What a game. If you guys are new to the stream, smash the thumbs up, hit the like, hit the subscribe here. You guys, the real legends, MVPs out on the channel tonight. Over 1,000 viewing this stream. Incredible. I'll be back live probably on Monday, most likely, for Knicks against Raptors. And then hoping to be back on Tuesday for the NBA Cup game. Next Celtics stream, I'll be back live on Thursday for Celtics Pistons. Celtics going to have a lengthy time coming out. Yes, indeed, Sticks. MPJ, absolute bum, scored 11 points tonight. And Nikola Jokic, a one-man show for Denver, that just absolutely embarrassing for the Denver Nuggets. They lost against the 3-18 Washington Wizards tonight. Detroit Pistons beat the New York Knicks at MSG, 121-11. This is the final game tonight. All the other games are wrapped up. Cavs led by career high Evan Mobley, NBA best 21-3 record. The Cavs won against the Hornets tonight, 116-102. Nuggets absolutely embarrassing. Nikola Jokic, 56 points in 39 minutes. And the Nuggets lost against the Wizards, 122-113. All right, so here's the possession. The referees have reversed the possession arrow. That's crushing for the Celtics. Referees initially ruled it Celtics basketball. They have reversed it. It will be Grizzlies ball with 17 seconds left to go as Memphis gets the inbound at the right wing. Bane gets fouled. 14.6. Memphis will head to the free throw line in the bonus shooting two with Desmond Bane, a clutch free throw shooter. Hey, appreciate A-Tap. Thanks for joining in, bud. You guys, the legends on the stream. Sports Conflict Bros. Glad to have you in here. Do I think Derek White will get one rebound or assist? I'll say probably not, most likely, right now for him. 14.6 seconds left to go. I mean, this game looks like it's been decided as Bane just trolled the first one. Celtics need a miracle. Wow. Caught him at the right time for the Grizzlies tonight on the back-to-back, and Memphis, an absolute sleeper. This team could go very, very deep in the playoffs this season with a healthy team and a healthy Ja Morant coming back for comeback player of the year. Pritchard, they need a quick three. Pritchard, step back in the air, takes it off the back rim, no good. 6 seconds left to go for the Celtics. Three at the wing by White, no good off the back rim, and the Memphis Grizzlies snap a 10-game losing drought to the Boston Celtics at the TD Garden. It's the Grizzlies' first win at the TD Garden since 2013. 11 years ago, I was a senior in high school, and now I'm 29 years old. Unbelievable. This Memphis Grizzlies team gonna go really, really far this season. They are on the surge. They are 8-1 in their last 9, clicking at the right time, and up to the number 2 spot. They are the number 2 team behind the Thunder in the Western Conference. They are the best team in the NBA. The Memphis Grizzlies are in wins against the Eastern Conference. 9 wins against Eastern Conference teams. Most wins out of any team from the West. They are 9-3 against teams from the East, in an impressive display tonight for Memphis, which came into Boston and had the complete blueprint in Boston for this game and took out the Celtics in their sharp shooting, perimeter shooting. Celtics went 18 for 60 from three-point range. That's insane. 18 for 60. 60 attempted threes on 105 attempted shots. That's way too many. Way too many threes. Joe Mazzulla has to go back to the drawing board for that tonight. And nobody really took over for the Celtics. When I mean taken over, I mean 27 points or greater. Everybody had 23 or fewer. Drew Holiday, 23 points, the top scorer for the Celtics on low efficiency. This is what happened tonight. The Memphis Grizzlies stacked the box, stacked the key, forced Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum to drive and kick it out to the corner. That's what forced Drew Holiday to attempt 26 shots and make just 8 shots tonight. Multiple corner three-point shots attempted. He went 4 for 17 from 3, 8 for 26 from the floor. Drew Holiday attempted the most shots out of anybody because the defense for the Grizzlies was right up into Jaylen Brown's grill. Limited Jaylen Brown to just 14 shot attempts, even though he went 10 for 14 tonight, scoring 22 points. They forced Drew Holiday to become a scorer, and he could only muster 8 shots made on 23 points scored in 30 minutes tonight. Jason Tatum, lackluster game by him as well, cannot find his stroke. He's had some really tough games in the second night of a back-to-back. He is awesome with 3+ days rest, but he is having a rough time on the second night of a back-to-back, looking gassed. 17 points, 13 rebounds, 9 assists by Tatum on just 1 for 10 from 3. 19 points by Porzingis. 22 off the bench by Peyton Pritchard. Peyton Pritchard's awesome on second nights of a back-to-back. If you guys do sports betting out there and see a player prop number in the teens for Peyton Pritchard on the second night of a back-to-back, hit the over on that. Hit the over on made threes because he's going to get that. He's averaging 22 points per game on 53% shooting from three-point range in the second night of a back-to-back this season. The next back-to-back for the Celtics is in early January, where they take on the T-Wolves and then the Rockets. I believe it's on January 4th against Houston as the second night of a back-to-back. So make sure to take Peyton Pritchard over his prop point total and over his 3-point shots made for that game specifically against Ime Udoka's Houston Rockets on January 4th. Yeah, Celtics, way too many threes, too many missed free throws at the line. They went 19 for 28. At the free throw line. He struggled to box out. Memphis, just big props for the Grizzlies. They deserve this win for them. I would love to see these two teams meet up in the NBA Finals, and Memphis has got the complete blueprint to the Celtics on how to defend them. Exactly what I went over. The drive and kick, they forced the Celtics to become corner perimeter shooters, and the Celtics aren't great corner perimeter shooters. I don't know if a lot of teams know that or so. They're not that great from the corner, honestly. When I've covered their games, they're great from the top of the key. They're great in transition. They're great at the right wing and the left wing, but their weakness spot in perimeter shots is them from the corner. Gregory with a dono. Really appreciate it, man, with a dono. Let's get that dono hype for Gregory. You the man, brother. Absolute legend here on the channel. Big night for Ja Morant. He did not hit a double-double, but very close to doing so. He'll be comeback player of the year. He should be by far this season comeback player of the year. 32 points. 11 for 20 shooting, 4 for 6 from 3, 9 rebounds, 9 assists, 2 steals for Ja tonight. 27 points by Jaren Jackson Jr. He burned the Celtics getting into the mid-range on runners. That's been an issue as well for Boston, has been just defending players in the mid-range. Last year, they had some issues with Bam Adebayo off the pick-and-roll pocket passes, getting into the mid-range against the Heat. Tonight, they struggled to defend mid-range leaners with Jaren Jackson Jr., who had 27 points, 9 boards, 3 steals, and 4 blocks tonight. If you had him for fantasy, holy smokes, he was racking up the points tonight. Brandon Clark also excellent, did it with efficiency, 9 for 11 shooting with 18 points. Let's see here what the rebounds were before I wrap up. 52-51, Memphis by just 1 on the glass tonight. It seemed like it was a whole lot more Memphis. That's because defensive rebounds were 41-36 for the Grizzlies, and the Grizzlies shot the cover off the ball from 3, 15 for 33, 45.5% from the perimeter. The Celtics were just an absolute nightmare from 3, 18 for 60 at 30%. Yeah, way too many threes tonight for Boston. 40 points in the paint. That did not help out as well at all. This Memphis Grizzlies team is number 1 in the NBA in 2-point makes this season. Thanks all for joining in. Be the part on the stream for this one. I'll be back most likely on Monday or Tuesday. If so, on Monday, it will be the Knicks against the Raptors. If it's on Tuesday, it will be the Eastern Conference NBA Cup game on Tuesday night. Humongous stream tonight. This is the most viewers I've ever had for a regular season game in a while. Most viewers since the NBA Finals that they had back in June. Before you sign off, smash the thumbs up here. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. Helps out a ton with this stream being found on YouTube, and you guys, the real legends out here on the channel. We will close out to the channel members. All channel members get a shout out at the end of each and every single one of my live streams here. It's as low as $1.99 per month to get a shout out for channel members. That link is pinned in the chat, also posted in the description of every single one of these videos. Here's the channel members. We got Jason, Bradley, Warren, Kelly, I Am Ghost, The Nija Player, Asia, Ice Ice Baby, Katie Russell, SGA Sports Talk, Lonely Satellite, Michael, John, Norma, Jonathan, Guido, and Mark. Thanks all for joining in tonight, being a part on the stream for this one. The Memphis Grizzlies looking really, really good. They are 8-1 in their last 9 games. They snap a 6-game losing drought against the Celtics in the all-time series, pick up their first win since 2021, and it's also their first road win in Boston since 2013, snapping an 11-year road drought against the Celtics, which the Celtics had won 10 straight games at home before the Grizzlies won this one tonight. Grizzlies win 127-121, the final score. And maybe we'll see both of these teams in June in the NBA Finals. This Memphis team looked really, really good tonight, and they are rolling, winners of their last 8 out of 9. Thanks all for joining in, being a part on the stream tonight here, and enjoy the rest of your Saturday night here, everybody.